we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Hello and welcome to the Florence Baseball Network here for the finale of the Florence taking on the New Jersey Jackals, the three-game series here at Hinchcliffe Stadium in Paterson, New Jersey. Welcoming you into the 50 West Brewing pregame show. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Rory Tettemer. Thank you for joining us here on Flow Baseball and on Meritex. Welcome to the 50 West Brewing pregame show, inspired by the Great American Road Trip across Route 50. 50 West is the premier brewery in the Cincinnati area. At 50 West, every beer is a journey. Join us for the ride, located at 7605 Worcester Pike, Cincinnati. Here on the 50 West Brewing pregame show, going to give you a recap of last night's action, as well as reading you the starting lineups and first pitch here on the 50 West Brewing pregame show. Last night, one to forget for the Florence Y'alls here. Just another barn burner against the New Jersey Jackals. Florence has dropped the series to the Jackals, who entered as the worst team in the Frontier League. Never a good thing to do, but pretty much, you know, the word around the clubhouse, it's obviously depressing, but come back here, win one, you know, control what you could control. The past is the past, and, you know, try come back, salvage what you can from the series, and then head home with your heads held high. Try and, you know, do what you can against Washington before you get a much-needed all-star break. That's kind of what I heard all around the clubhouse. That's been the vibe here. So let's do exactly that. Let's forget that past and come in here with a very good, you know, mantra of you know, I guess not mantra, but some good vibes here, trying to right the ship against New Jersey. Last night they dropped 5-4 in a game that was, again, decided late in the games. It was in the seventh inning this time, when Florence had tied the game up 5-4 or 4-4, and then in the eighth they had dropped it, or actually in the bottom of the seventh they had dropped it. Carter allowed 2 runs in relief. Reed Smith failed to qualify in the sixth inning. Didn't qualify any decision there. I noticed after tying it in the seventh, but possibly you could say his worst start, not really, at least his shortest start of the season, as for Y'all, giving up 4 runs on 5 hits across 5 innings of work, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, kind of mediocre all around, but at least not a home run here, something haven't really seen from Florence, who entered this series as the 4th highest home run total in the Frontier League. So it's kind of the dynamics we've seen from this team. They haven't really been that offensive powerhouse we saw in New York, in Washington. New York's actually come out for multiple games, hit but 3 double-digit games in the hit column, and just have not really seen that this year in this series. However, Florence has out-hit New Jersey in both games to start this, but still failed to get all. Hopefully, we can change that tonight. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for Florence. Off the center fielder, Blazo saving second, the hitter, Rassi. The 3 spot, the third baseman, Brian, batting cleanup and playing first. That is Hexler. 5 spot, the right field, T. Reeves batting 6. The lefty, the spot and catching today, the number 9, Zay Jurtson. Behind him, batting 8, second, and round out shortstop, Alberti Chavez. On the mound for New Jersey, Raymundo DePaula. Out of San Domingo Dominican Republic, out of the Los Angeles Dodgers organization. Has played with the Dodgers in his 1 start so far for New Jersey. He went 2 innings, allowed 10 runs his last time out. So he's going to be in the weighted ERA, but hopefully he'll consistently do that and also push across him. Not just a 1 start for all we continue to hit him around. Florence will send out Blake. He was failed to qualify for a win yet. He's 0-3. The team is 0-4 in his start team to Blake. Today he's washed all that behind. He's looking to go out there and he is a very New Jersey team that Florence has not had their hands on yet. And hopefully we can put it all together tonight. Good offense, good define them. And like I said, go home happy with the win, and at least, control what you control, let the past be the past, and continue to look at the future. So that's my plan, at least. And let's see that come to fruition about that. We're waiting for the national anthem at Hinchcliffe Stadium. When we come back, we'll pitch. 50 West Brewing Show. lovely, lovely rendition of our national anthem here at Hincliffe Field. The PA system here at Hincliffe Field is down right on the red box. So the national anthem, the starting intro, out in center field with another outlet. Like I said, the full so they're at the 50-yard line. There's outlets on both sides, so it's actually in right center field, which is pretty funny to see them then walk off the field as we get ready for first pitch. You guys listening, we got first pitch coming up in just a few minutes. We just went through the Florence lineup to look at who the Jackals will set out. It's pretty much a similar lineup, one exception. Entering, batting lead off center fielder Trent Taylor, and second baseman Nilo Rijo, batting third the third baseman Miguel Gomez, batting fourth Hidden Scott, batting the regular Arbor Young, and not the Leon Daly. Seventh, first time in the lineup is the first baseman Handel Rosario, batting the catcher Zay Valentine, and rounding out shortstop Kevin Rolem. Front duo in the inning, same Greg Massey, Brian. Very similar lineup we saw today with just a few captains defensively. Greg Massey at first base instead, and Geisler. Those two just switch around. It was DHing yesterday, and Massey was first. He was saving up to the plate 4 yesterday, but is on base free alive at 17 games. At that walk. In later innings, over here for first pitch. Ronaldo de Paula 0-1. Hitting this one. Got Chaldis for but now the Dodgers organization reaching play. From the stretch, the first pitch in there for a strike top of the zone. 0-1 down on the first pitch here at 6:36 right on this beautiful Thursday afternoon. Looking slowly is Paula. One runs inside almost. 1-1. If you're new to the broadcast here, haven't been listening to the Jersey, I am down the left field line, so I'm not behind home plate. I'm down left field, actually at the 50-yard line of this football field, so I'm behind third base and more towards shallow left field, so I have a good angle behind home plate to actually see the ball in chase. That one's fouled away 1-2 to 07. And I'm also outside. I've been outside since my college days and with the CBL as well, the Coastal Plains League. So I'm outside. I'm burning in the sun here, and you guys can obviously hear the wind. Blazo Saban fouls that one down the right field line. Count stays 1-2. The football field itself has a very interesting dimension, as you would try and make a football field out of, or baseball out of a football field. You obviously are going to have one porch that's shorter than the other. So right field is that short porch. I actually asked that question today. That one runs inside Plunks Blazo Saban. I wouldn't be shocked if that first time he was hit by a pitch this season. Leadoff runner aboard for Florence brings up Greg Massey. That's the first time the Y'alls have had the first runner aboard in the series. Actually, I think Blazo Saban did it back on the opening day, but in New York they hadn't done it at all. So it's been a few games without that leadoff runner. First pitch in there for a strikeout inside of the plate to Greg Massey. 0-1 count to Massey, the lefty batter's box. Blazo Saban, perfect stealing this season. Now misses at the top of the zone. Saban leads with swipe bag with 14. It's a perfect 14 for 14. From stretch, 1-1. Fouled away, 1-2. No, Saban hasn't gone yet. He's been quiet over there. Like I was saying, right field is the short porch. We were kind of guessing today how far it actually is. 275 is what I've been saying, and everyone seems to kind of agree with that. And then 100 feet tall for that net out there in right field. 1-2, fouled away again, this time down the third baseline. Count stays 1-2 with a runner on first and Blazo Saban, nobody out. Infield shifts up middle. Got a couple of fans. Want to go get that one. Big applause for them. Runner takes off. That one misses outside. Throw down to second. Not in time. Not even close. Burning Blazo Saban with his 15th swiped bag of the season. He's a perfect 15 for 15 and moves into scoring position. A 2-2 count on Massey. Having him at the top of the lineup to lead off a ball game. Anytime he gets on first with a walk, a hit by pitch, a single, he basically can turn it into a double with that stolen base. Those legs just move. So 2-2 now, nobody out, runner on second. Y'all's trying to strike first. They haven't had a lead all series. The ball steps off. Y'all's in their baby blues and gray jerseys. Jackals in their all whites with red caps. Baby blue jerseys, gray pants for Florence. Blazo Saban modestly over at second. Balla takes a look. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Massey staying alive, falls it straight back. Take a look at the defense for New Jersey. Out in left field is Daly, in center field Taylor. Over in right field for their time, Scipion. In the infield from third to first, Gomez at third, Roland at short, Rijo at second, Rosario over at first, and Valentine behind the dish. On the mound, Reynaldo de Paula. Two. Massey rounds this one right side of the field for a base hit. Getting to a hold at third is Blazo Sabin. Runners at the corners. Nobody yet for the Yalls in the top half of the first inning. This is how you start a ball game. Brings up Ryan Fuentes. Nobody out. Runners at the corners. Reynaldo de Paula with an 0-1 record, 27 ERA. 2 innings pitched, 9 hits, 10 runs. His last time out. First pitch to Fuentes, misses upstairs. He had 3 strikeouts and 2 walks in that inning as well, but 9 hits. They were just knocking him around. Fuentes pops it up, foul. Home plate out of play, 1-1. My options in the press box were, or my options here to broadcast, or even the press box, yes, does have AC. However, there's a wall in front of me, so to actually see from home plate to the pitcher's mound, I would have to be looking 2 different windows. Now this is outside 2-1, and I just did not think that was conducive to calling broadcast. So I've been out here in the sun, and it's specifically bad here in the first couple of innings because the sun is going down right in my island. So I'm looking directly to the sun, trying to call these balls and strikes. 2-1, swing and miss. Fuentes yesterday had a good day at the plate. 2 for 4, walk and a strikeout. Reached in 3 of 5 plate appearances. And Geisler awaits on deck. This is all-star row for Florence. Fuentes, Zeisler, Reeves. On the stretch, the 2-2. Runs upstairs right at the head of Ryan Fuentes. He had a similar one yesterday. That one went all the way to the backstop, and that's how Florence was able to tie the ball game on a wild pitch. Massey on a stolen base threat at first. Has a modest lead, right around 2.5 steps. The kick, the 2-2 pitch. Massey takes off, grounds this one up the middle. Bang the play. Safe at second. Throw goes on to first in time. Massey is called safe at second. A run comes in to score. It's an RBI fielder's choice for Brian Fuentes. You also take a 1-0 lead, but now you got to go worry about Craig Massey, who has not got up yet. Now comes Rose, our personal trainer, Alan Chase. There's one away. Massey is safe at second. Fuentes was out over at first, trying to send the double play. But Blazo Sabin comes in to score. It's going to go 4-3 on the putout of Fuentes. Even though Fuentes is first, but get that out. Massey walking around. He slid it in feet first, so possibly just tweaked the ankle a little bit. But he's going to stay out there. He was attempting to steal on what I would assume is a hit and run with 2 strikes. I guess maybe it's like a safety hit and run. It's way out of the box. You don't have to swing, but if it is anywhere close, you're obviously trying to get contact and punch it the other way. Works just a little bit. I mean, you got 1 out. It was a bang-bang play, just happened to go your way. But the run did come in. Yells 1-0. Here's the first pitch to Zeisler. Misses downstairs. 1 away, runner second. Top half of the first inning. Yalls have a 1-0 lead over the Jackals. Their first lead in the series. First lead of this series for Florence. Amazing. One's in there for a strike, 1-1. Hank Zeisler yesterday. 1 for 4. Had that 2-run double in the 6th. Also had a walk and 2 strikeouts. The ball moving like a snail. The 1-1 bounces and hits Hank Zeisler right in the bottom of the foot. And he's going to angle walk first. He leads the team in hit by pitches. I believe that's his 11th now of the season. He is just a ball magnet. Makes it runners on first and second. 1 away for TJ Reeves. Second hit by pitch of the inning from DePaula. Zeisler has a jog at first base line into the bullpen. Just tapped out his ankle. Bring up TJ Reeves. TJ, tough day yesterday, 0 for 3, walking 3 strikeouts. Not his best day fundamentally, but always brings the pop at the plate. First pitch in there for a strike. I was having this conversation before. TJ Reed, betting man that he would be the one to probably hit it over this right field wall, this field monster. I have no idea if it goes out because it's a translucent net. I can, see far. It's actually going over the net or not. Big swing and a miss there. Reeves down two. But what I learned today is that I could probably hear it clink off of the metal bleach. So if there were a home run, I would just have to listen to actually see it. Got to use all your senses when broadcast, apparently. Maybe not smell or taste. Just for me. Reeves hits this one towards right field. Massey, no tag at second. There's two runners retreat back to first and second. Just a fly ball to right field for TJ Reeves. Well struck, but right at Tippy over there. Brings up Steven Rustich. Rustich should have a pretty big showing today. I believe he was setting aside 8 tickets. And I'm shocked they found a seat here in this packed stadium. New Jersey Jackals. A lot of sarcasm. For those who are on the audio stream, plenty of empty seats. First pitch fouled away. Possibly this is right on par, actually, with all the other showings. I was going to say this is the smallest showing this week, but this is right on par. It's Thursday. Might be the one that I have a discount on something. I wonder if that includes cups of ice. Yesterday, they tried to make me pay $2 a cup of ice. Takes a look at second, still Massey out. 0-1 pitch, misses outside. 1-1 now to Steven Hurust. 2 away runners on first and second. Florence leads 1-0 in the top half of the first inning on the All Baseball Network. Thank you for joining us. 1-1. Misses top of the zone, goes for the backstop. Runners move over to second and third. Zeisler now on second, Massey on third. Should be a wild pitch there. Top of the glove, Foundine, as he was trying to stand up in time. That's always a tough thing to do. I didn't do much catching, but when you are seated back like that. Meeting between umpires right now. With, I don't know if that's the athletic trainer for New Jersey. Home plate umpire Freddie DeJesus. Yeah, he's getting some water. I don't know if he got shook up there. It didn't look like it, but maybe it did. So a little pause in the action. We'll recap what's happened so far. Blaze O'Saban reached on a hit-by pitch, stole a base to advance to second. Craig Massey hit a single to put runners at the corners. It was an RBI ground out, or an RBI fielder choice for Ryan Fuentes to score Saban. Fuentes was wiped off at first base. Massey was safe, trying to just slide into second. The throw went to second, but he was there in time. He was stealing on that hit run. Hank Zeisler hit by a pitch. TJ Reeves flies out 2 away. Wild pitch to the runners to second and third. Now 2-1 count on Steven Hurustich. Here comes pitch in there for a strike. 2-2. Florence has their first lead of the series here in the finale against New Jersey. Dropped game 1 7-6 on a walk-off and dropped game 2 5-4. Florence has come back in late in the games, but hasn't been able to get into the win column. No one misses top of the zone, full count. Steven Hurustich hoping to get a call next week during the MLB draft. It's going to be happening during our All-Star break. Here comes the payoff pitch. Misses outside. Third free runner of the inning for Florence. Loads the bases. The first walk allowed from DePaula. 2 hit-by pitches put on O'Saban and Zeisler. The bases loaded now for Zayde Richardson. Richardson, the catcher today. He's been the catcher ever since Sergio Gutierrez injured his hand in game 1. Zeisler came in during that game, but the next 2 starts have gone to Richardson behind the plate. Nice to Gutierrez. He seems fine. Hand might have a little bit of swelling. That one misses top of the zone. 1 up. A little bit of swelling there, but I think it's just, scheduled off days here. Get him some rest before heading home. No need to, further aggravate it. Catching's obviously a pretty hard position to play while injured, even just a little bit. 1 out. Misses outside 2 out. Zayde Richardson, no stranger to the bases loaded. 2 grand slams on the season. Won the opening series against Quebec. During this road trip back in Washington. Game 1 of Washington. Florence has wins in Washington and New York. Just 2 wins during this 9-game road trip. Trying to make it 3 here tonight. If you do win, you'll finish the road trip 3-6. which is less than ideal when you were trying to get over 500 entering. But, again, play with what's happened. Don't dwell on the past and just look kind of toward the future. Control what you can control. Zade Richardson got a 2-0 count on him. It was a meeting on the mound. Pitching coach came out for New Jersey. The entire infield came as well. 2 away, bases loaded. Massey on third, Zeisler on second, Harrison on first. Richardson at the plate up 2-0. 2-0 pitch, free swing, and fouls it away. Full balls in a row there from Jesus. Richardson was aggressive yesterday as well in those types of counts. I always thought it might be nice to, see until you get a strike. Waiting on deck at Johnson. 2-1, fouls it back again. That one's off the catcher, Valentine. 2-2 count. Either way, 11 pitches in his first inning from DePaula. Would be nice to get to a very limited New Jersey bullpen if you're able to take out their starter early on. And I think that will probably be the kryptonite of New Jersey. A pretty weak bullpen. A few good arms. Dazon Cole for one. He's pitched in the last 2 games. You won't hear to take call. Strike 3 outside part of the plate. Richardson goes down looking. And the all strand the bases loaded. They scratch across one, but would have been nice to get some more. We'll head to the bottom of the first inning. Y'all's up 1-0 here on Y'all's Baseball Network. Bottom of the first here at Hinchcliffe Stadium, the finale of the 3-game series between the Y'alls and the Jackals. Florence strikes first. They're up 1-0, their first lead of the series. They struck in the top half of the first, giving Blake Loubier on the mound a lead, which is always great to see. First pitch in there for strike. 2 up this inning for the Jackals. Taylor Rijo Gomez. Blake Loubier on the mound enters the 0-3 record and a 12.17 or 12.71 ERA. That one sent out to center field. O'Savin comes in, but can't get there. Knocks it down. On his way to second. The throw goes there, but not in time. Lead-off single, I would say, for Taylor against. I guess you can't give that an error. I'm sure there's a double. So a double from Trent Taylor. Even though that was a bobble out there from Blaze O'Savin. Not a good start for Blake Loubier. Blake Loubier has struggled so far this season, and it's to say if this would out, if he's been getting consistent reps. Started his first game against Quebec, 4 pitched, 5 hits, 7 runs allowed. He also had 4 walks and 4 strikeouts, 2 home runs. Right after the start, he gets injured. Goes on the injured list for quite some time. First pitch to Rijo, runs inside, plunks him. Nightmare start for Blake Loubier. Third hit by pitch we've seen here in just an inning of work. Loubier went on the IL from May 10th to June 24th, where he made his return against Schaumburg. Was decent. 4 innings pitched, 2 hits, 2 runs, 4 walks, 1 strikeout. He blew in that last inning. It was a blow up in the 4th. He was 3 innings, no hit baseball, 9 up, 9 down. Comes back out against Gateway, 2 2/3 innings pitched, 5 hits, 9 runs, 8 walks, 2 strikeouts. Worst start of the season until 2/3 of an inning against New York. 5 hits, 4 runs, 1 walk, no strikeouts. Left the game during the rain delay. Runner takes off second to third. Throw goes there. It's not in time. Stolen base for Trent Taylor, who's been free running this entire series. Runners in the corners, nobody out. Problem with the other series as well. Get a run, give it right back. That's exactly what has happened in every single game So Miguel was the lefty at the plate. 0-1 count on him. Nobody out. Runner takes off. No even look at first. Throw goes down to second. Not in time. Bang, bang, play over at second, but no call. This umpire crew has been shaky, to say the least, all series. All series. A crew that we have not seen much. We've seen Evan Kerr before, but I think he's filled in for other crews. This crew in particular has just been, there's something off about him. And you're not going to get any love for Florence today. Gomez skies that one out toward right field. Plenty deep enough for a sacrifice fly. DJ Reeves is under it. Throw. Gonna go towards the plate, but it's way up the third base line. Cut off by Hank Zeisler. Comes in 1-1 ball game. Just like that. Runner now on third. Tagging from second to third was Rehill. So one away, runner 90 feet away. Florence possibly pick up a lead here. What up, Egon? Florence gets the first of the day half of the series to give it up a half of inning later. I'll do you one better. One's in there for a strike. 0-1 to Jordan Sine. Florence has dropped the first two games here to, I don't think it's argued, the worst team in the league, record-wise, 16-36. Jackals could sweep Florence today and still have the worst record in the league. How shocking is that? And through all of this, Florence has not dropped a spot to Evansville or Windy City during this road trip. They've dropped several spots and gained back from first, and obviously a playoff spot. Infield comes in. Now it's outside. 1-2 count. But they actually have dropped spot in the standings in the West, numbers-wise, from an actual seeding spot. Not like it matters to be at the bottom of the standings anyway, but you're still the third worst team in the West currently. 2-2 count, one away, runner on third, infield in. 1-1 ball game between Jackals and the Balls. 2 pitch. In and out of the glove of Richardson, who's immediately on the ground. Now comes the athletic trainer. Looked like the backswing of Taylor might hit the back of the head of Zaid Richardson. Florence is already down a catcher. Both of their replacements are in the field. That's exactly what happened. Richardson is pointing out at his head. The backswing of Taylor struck him in the back of the head, and the immediate call there is hoping not for a concussion. Puts the helmet back on. Those catchers, they're troopers. They take a beating. Fuentes and Zeisler are the back catchers. Haven't seen Fuentes this season. It would be Zeisler, who's over at first now. Thankfully, he's not the DH, because then you would have your pitchers hitting the rest of the game, which would be a nightmare. Gutierrez, yes, on the bench, but he's injured. So still 2-2 count, one away. Y'alls and Jackals 1-1. Jackals with a runner on third. Infield is pulled in, trying to keep it a 1-1 ball game. From the stretch, 2-2 pitch, misses outside. Louvier so far, a single, a hit by pitch, and a deep fly ball in right field. That was a sac fly. Payoff pitch. Skies it foul. We'll do it again. Jordan Scott. I believe this is his first time in the lineup this series. Payoff pitch. This is downstairs. Not a worst case scenario. Add first base open. Now you got to face Arbor beyond double play balls in effect. So your middle infielders can push back trying to get yourself out of the inning. I don't mind that one bit. I would mind if the run comes in. But right now, as it stands, not the worst case scenario. Now you got a double play ball, get yourself out of it. Exactly what you'll be looking for from Louvier. First pitch to Scipion. Misses outside. Got to throw strikes to get out of this. Scipion, the only player in this series to hit a home run, did so in game 1. That time made it 5-0. Jackals in the 4th inning launched it to deep left field. 1-0. Swing and a miss. A windy night here. Patterson, New Jersey. One of the most brutal stadiums in baseball history. Now it's fouled off the left 1-2. Top to bottom. The stadium has nothing going for it. Two count. One away, runners at the corners. Middle infield push back, shaded up the middle. From the stretch. 1-2, swing and a miss. Gets him on the off speed. Low and away, a good spot there from Loubier, 2 away. That'll bring some relief on the infield back. First strikeout for Blake Loubier brings up John Daly, the left fielder today. He's bouncing around the outfield from right field and left field all series. First pitch in there for a strike. Loubier went to the curveball there. First pitch curveball. You gotta love to see that. A lot of confidence in the young man. Speaking of Loubier earlier today, we were just talking about let's go get one. Let's just get one. Enough of this tiptoeing around this tough team in New Jersey. Let's go get one. Pound the strike zone. Get the bats moving. Team's not hard to beat. Every other team in the league has done it. Let's get Florence a win against them. One misses upstairs. Is that a late called strike? 2-1, but it was a late, looked like a late movement there from Freddie DeJesus. Two-one pitch. Called strike. Goes back to the off-speed. Nice curveball there. Top of the zone catching for Blake Loubier. 2-2 count to John Daly. No affiliation with the professional golfer, John Daly. Not even in the game notes that this John Daly likes to golf. Would be a shame. 2-2 pitch. Runs upstairs. Goes to the backstep. And out of play. Run's going to come in to score on his way to second. It'll be Arbert or Trent Scott. 2-1 Jackals lead. Exactly what I've said all series has happened. Florence can get a run. They haven't got a lead before, but they get a run, but give it right back. Like clockwork. Payoff pitch. Sending the air down the first baseline, out of play. This field is just such a joke. It is a net behind home plate. The ball went under the net there. It's a dead ball. They didn't even have a chain link over there. The ball went under the net on a pass ball. There's no backstop. And what I've also been told, out in the left field, you might see a fence. Next time there's a fly ball to field, look at the fence, and you'll just see signs. There's no chain link behind the signs. If a outfielder goes out there, they go right through the netting. That one's fouled away down the right field line again. They go right through the signs, and then all of a sudden you have a sign delay. There is no chain link on the outfield fences. So we've seen plenty of Steven Harustic plays where he bounces up against the wall. If he does that here, he goes right through it. Unbelievably amazing. I don't understand how you have all of these things wrong with the park. Payoff pitch again. Grounded down the third baseline, fielded foul from Brian Fuentes. We'll do it again. At least we do got a nice crew that I know about watching this game. A little Y'all's watch party. Some of the Y'all's front office members. Nick Thurling, our creative director. His girlfriend, Sophie Gooden, he was her last name. Sophie Wilson, one of our marketing directors and executive producer. And then Jack Spelder, the box office manager. All tuning in. Couple of tuning back in Florence, Kentucky. Ready to have some fun on Friday, Star Wars night. I will say, guys, I will not be in the office early. Florence has got a 10-hour road trip back from New Jersey to Florence tonight. I'm projected to get back at 8 a.m. That's the earliest. Call time at the plate. Billy has dropped that and is walking around. The long at bat, I don't know if he's winded, dehydrated, or what. Either way, they're going to check on him, the head coach and the personal trainer. If you were taken out, whoever would come in would get a 3-2 count on them. Possibly one of the hardest at-bats in sports. Enter the game whole. That's exactly what's going to happen. Wow, John Daly is being taken out of this game mid-at-bat, 3-2. I've had this happen before while I've been on the mound. They take a pitcher out with a count already on him, and then all of a sudden you come in. John Daly, I don't know if he's swinging still, or if this is Bryson Bart. and is Bryson Parks. The numbers are so similar, the 5 and 6, and it's just such a weird graphic, and it's such a weird font from New Jersey. Their numbers last night were completely invisible on their black jerseys. You had no idea who was at the plate or in the field. Boy, it's a 3-2 count for Bryson Parks entering in this at-bat. Payoff pitch. Swing and miss. Bold choice to swing at a 3-2 pitch you just entered. I would have taken all day. What happens? That strikeout should go to John Dilly, so a second strikeout for Blake Loubier. He strands a runner on second. 2 runs come across. Y'all's down 2-1 as we head to the bottom half of the first inning here on Y'all's Baseball Network. Top of the second, always brought to you by our umpire intro. Republic Bank, one of Newsweek's best banks in America in 2024. Come see why it's just easier here at any Republic Bank's ATMs in the tri-state area. Top of the second, Florence back at the plate. 2-1 ball game. New Jersey leads. Ed Johnson drills the first pitch off the middle. Miscommunication between the shortstop and second baseman. Both hesitated, acting like they were going to get it. Go through up middle. Base hit for Florence. Ed Johnson starts off his day with a single and starts off the second inning leadoff runner for Alberto Chavez. Our umpire intro today, you're not going to get any love from this umpire crew. We've known that already, but after 2 ejections yesterday, from the man behind the plate, Freddie DeJesus, Gail Rivera Cruz at third baseline, and Evan Bird down the first baseline. Yeah, that's right, 2 ejections yesterday. Chad Rhodes was ejected after arguing a called out over at first base where Alberto Chavez, upon review, safe by a step. And then Dave Halbrin, the director of player procurement, was also ejected from the game as he was wearing khakis, and you're not allowed to wear non-pants during the game of dugout. Runner takes off, swinging a miss into the glove. Stolen base there for Ed Johnson. I thought that got a tip. Alberto Chavez. God, I'm shocked they didn't send him back. Stolen base number 13 for Ed Johnson. He's right behind Lee Zabin. It's a 1-1 count. Chavez no runner in scoring position is Johnson. 1-1 pitch miss inside. 2-1. Yeah, so the director of player procurement, Dave Halbrin, was ejected yesterday for wearing khakis. After Chavez was ejected, they also needed someone over at first base to coach. At first it was pitching coordinator Carl Craigie, but he needed to come back in, so they were about to send Dave Halbrin out there, and he was wearing khakis, out and skied away. Upon further review, not really Dave Halbrin's fault. It's actually the clubby for New Jersey's fault, who had lost Dave Halbrin's road pants. So he doesn't have gray pants to wear. He had to wear khakis unless he wanted to wear the same pants, white pants in New Jersey, which he's not going to do. 2-2 up middle, grounded, fielded by the shortstop. Roland throw at first is in time. Syria put out, already Chavez tired, 1 away as we circle back to the top of the order. But what an interesting story that is. Dave Halbrin loses his pants because the club here, New Jersey, much like the stadium, also incompetent, ends up with khakis and gets ejected for it. So both of them ejected from Freddie DeJesus. Either way, the point is, that's the guy behind home plate tonight. You're not going to get a lot of nice calls from DeJesus, I'm sure. First pitch of Blazo Sabin. Misses inside 1-0. We also Jesse Cook listening in. Jesse Cook, obviously, my broadcast partner. And a lot of people from the Florence Y'alls are tuning into the game. What a watch party. I don't think Jesse had the watch party. That'd be interesting. Fouled away. Be nice if we had like a full watch party going on at like Potbelly or something. How fun would that be? Just a nice Florence watch party at Potbelly. They like a night sponsored by Potbelly. P-Bell. Blazo Sabin fouls another 1 away. 1-2 to him. 1 away, runner on second. Johnson at the top of the second inning. 2-1 New Jersey lead. I personally would be fond of a Potbelly watch party think a lot of fans would well. Johnson bouncing around. Pauses day. Snap off from DePaula. Count is 1-2 to Blaze O'Saban. Saban enters with a 390 batting average. 479 on base and 470 slugging. Yet a long ball yet. But punched one out in a deep center field yesterday. 1-2. Grounds it softly down the third base line and foul. Do it again. I can't think of any other, restaurant. I mean, Gold Darn, I guess that's another sponsor. Snappy's Tomato is not really a watch party venue, but still the official pizza slice. The Florence Jackals. Run takes on third. Line drive through the middle. That'll bring in Ed Johnson. An RBI single for Blaze O'Saban. Ties the ball game at 2. Nice job with hit and run. Blaze O'Saban laces it right back up the middle. Through the second base and shortstop. Brings in Ed Johnson, who was already on his third. Almost. Could have been a nightmare scenario if the shortstop Roland was able to make the snag. And then all of a sudden, Ed Johnson's in the middle of no man's land. Probably been an inning-ending double play. Instead, works out for Florence. It's a 2-2 ball game. Now Burn and Blaze O'Saban on first, and Craig Massey at the dish with one away. First pitch to Massey, in there for strike. What did I say about Blaze O'Saban in the last inning? Anytime he gets on to first, turns it into a double. 15 for 15 on stolen bases this season, or has one in this game. Modest lead, increases it again in the stretch. Takes off. Ball is in there for a strike. The throw is way high. Second stolen base of the day for Burn and Blaze O'Saban. Now in scoring position with one away. 16 for 16 on the season. My, oh my. No one catch this man. Craig Massey, 0-2. I believe it's 0-2. That was a call strike. Does say 1-1 on the scoreboard. The pitch. It sends it out in the air down the left field line. And it's foul. Just foul. Hard to see down the left field line for me. I got the press box, so I'm kind of peeking over the wall. But it is foul, I don't think by much. Runner on second, Blaze O'Saban. One away, still an 0-2 count, so they made the correction. 0-2. Craig Massey. Craig Massey wearing a headband today. I asked that's the first time if we're getting headband Massey. He said it's not the first, but I was making the comparison to headband LeBron, who is just on another level back at his prime. 0-2 to Massey, runs inside, almost hits him. Gets away from the catcher Valentine just for a second. Blaze O'Saban stays at second. Y'all's trying to take another lead. They got a speedster in scoring position. 2-2 ball game already. What has been a long in F. From the stretch. No look at second. 0-2 pitch. Grounds it. Up middle. Move O'Saban to third. Throws in times 3 and put out Craig Massey. Does a job moving O'Saban 90 feet away. Still need a base hit from Fuentes. Pass ball wouldn't be bad either. It's a 2-away run on third. 2-2 ball game between the Jackals and the Yalls. I did get a question on Twitter asked by Gregory Burt. I don't know if he was listening during the update for Sergio Gutierrez. He looks, he seems fine. Spirits are high. Hand just a little bit swollen. We talked earlier today. They are just going to sit him for this game because, it's the last game of the road trip. You head home after that. I don't know if they would send him to try and get an x-ray. But he seems in spirits, and I'm sure if it was his choice today, he would be out there. Ryan Fuentes swings through it. 1-1 count to him. So, Greg, if you are listening, there is your update. In good spirits. Catcher, just such a position where you get battered all the time. No reason to risk it. Try and get further injury. 1-1 to Fuentes. Fouls it away, 1-2. Florence and New Jersey tied 2 apiece here in the top of the second inning. Also working on a snail's pace. From the stretch, the 1-2 pitch misses outside 2-2. Blaze O'Saban doesn't need much to score. Even a wild pitch a few feet away, I think it would break for home. Love at the belt. The kick, the 2-2 pitch. Misses downstairs. Good eye from Brian Fuentes. Fuentes, ironically, leads in walks for Florence, but also leads in strikeouts. It's an interesting double-edged sword there for Fuentes. His home run really come bunches. All of a sudden, he had 5 on the season. Hasn't hit one in quite some time. And pitch. Grounds it. Third base side. Doesn't stop from Alon. No throw to first. Got to be an RBI single from Brian Fuentes. Looks like they are ruling it a hit. 3-2 Florence leads as Blaze O'Saban was just able to walk in. So they give up the lead, but are able to take it back in the next half. And let's hope this sticks around for them. They did rule that a hit, the 5th of the day for Florence. So an RBI single from Brian Fuentes. Brings up Hank Zeisler, fouls the first pitch back. Runner on first, two-way. Zeisler hit by a pitch, stranded second his first time around. Fuentes, already 2 RBIs. With a diving stop him roll on. Even if he had got up his feet successfully, would have been tough to get Fuentes. I mean, it would have been a heck of a play. 0-1, this is upstairs, 1-1. Zeisler, a 2020 All-Star. Will be starting in the outfield for the West Division. But as we know, he can play many positions. Started game 1 in right field, ended up catching to end that game, and is now at first base. That one misses inside. 2-1. All-star row here. Fuentes, Zeisler, Reeves. Fuentes already had an RBI single. He awaits at first. Zeisler, the 2-1 pitch. Misses inside. 3-1. He was already hit by a pitch earlier today. That one brushed him off the plate. But the ball came inside again. He's already got 2 hit batters so far, just through an inning and 2/3 of work. On the stretch, the 3-1. In there for a strike down to the bottom of the zone. Full count. Florence up 3-2, and I've seen a lot of pitches from DePaul already. It's not going to be a long night from him if he keeps this up, which would be ideal from Florence to, attack a weak bullpen. Payoff pitch. Grounded first base side. Fielded by the first baseman, Rosario, who takes it himself to end the inning. Florence scratches across 2 on 3 hits, trailing a runner at first. Will head to the bottom of the second. Florence has a 3-2 lead here on Y'all's Baseball Network. Bottom of the second at Hinchliffe Stadium, the football field in Paterson, New Jersey. Blake Lubia back in for second inning of work. Gave up 2 runs, both earned on just 1 hit. Picked up 2 strikeouts to end the bottom half of the first. He's got the 7, 8, and 9 due up for New Jersey. That is Rosario Valentin Roland. First pitch in there for a strike to Rosario. First time we've seen him this series. Rosario is the first base today. Enters with a .331 average in 33 games played, which is the top of this lineup. How about that? I don't know if Rosario was just dealing with some discomfort on something. Never on the injured list, but has played 32 games this season and is hitting .331. You would assume that's fast hitter for New Jersey, and he's batting 7th. How about that? That one's fouled back. 0-2 count to him. Take a look at the defense for Florence. Didn't give you guys that in the bottom of the first. It's Harasich out in left, Blazo Saban in center, TJ Reeves in right. In the infield, it's Brian Fuentes at third, Alberti Chavez at short, Ed Don at second, Hexler over at first, Bondish, Zade Richardson. That one missed upstairs, 1-2 to Rosario. That one is outside, 2-2 count. Wonder Craig Massey. He's on his way to the All-Star game. He'll be hitting coach for the West Division. That one's grounded over the shortstop, Alberti Chavez. Swallows it up, throw to first is in time. 1 away, 6-3 on the out. Brings up Xavier Valentin. Massey had just walked by. We'll stop over to the bullpen. They have 3 youngsters in front of me, a little head nod. Look at this. In front of me, we got a Mets hat, a Yankees hat, and a yarmulke on these 3 youngsters. That is New Jersey, New York to the fullest. Yankee, Mets, Yamaka. How about that? 1-0 with one away. To the left is Xavier Valentine. That one's fouled off his leg. They're going to call it an in-play ball. The throw goes to first in time. Phenomenal play from Xavier Richardson. Spin throw. No call from Freddie DeJesus. I thought that was off his leg. But 2 away, either way. And yeah, Xavier Valentine is limping. Back to the dugout. Odd. Either way, 2 away. Kevin Roland steps up to the plate. Blake Loubier looking for a 1-2-3 inning. 2-3 out there of Valentine. First pitch was a called ball, 1-0. What a play there from Xavier Richardson. Ended up just be a little down ball down the third base line. Richardson with a spin throw to get him. It's easily a defensive play of the game so far. Working from the stretch. 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Bottom of the zone. Great spot there from Loubier. Sideways wind up 1-2. Swing and a miss again, 2. I don't know if you guys can hear the wind at home, but it's howling. Roaring for a Blake Loubier 1-2-3 inning. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He gets him. Third strikeout of the day for Loubier. He's retired his last 5 at a 1-2 frame here in the second inning. We'll head to the top of the third. Tettemer Trivia coming up here on Knowles Baseball Network. Don't go anywhere. Y'all for you too. Top of the third, always brought to you by the Rory Agency, located in all 50 states across the nation. Feel the Roar difference with Roar Insurance. Visit us today at RoarIS.com. Reeves, Rustich, Richardson. Sounds like runs for the Florence Jackals, who carry a 3-2 lead here in the top of the third. Sun started to go down. I couldn't even see that swing and a miss there from Blake Loubier, which ended the bottom of the second. His third strikeout. Back out there is Zabala. First pitch to TJ Reeves. Drills into center field. Taylor is going back, and he's just going to watch it fly. TJ Reeves ambush home run to straightaway center field. And the Jackals are on top 4-2 here at the top of the third. First pitch he sees, the Frontier League leader in home runs, sends it to deep center. His 13th of the season. Brings up Steven Rustich. The Jackals finally have a multi-run lead over the Jackals. Rustich walked his last time around, stranded at first. First miss outside, 1-0. So here in the top of the third, we do play Tettemer Trivia. That is always brought to you by the Roar Agency. If you're new to the broadcast, Tettemer Trivia, essentially I read a question, top half of the third, give you guys the answer in the bottom half. That one dots up the outside part of the plate in there, 1-1. You guys have the option to play along. If you're listening on Flow Baseball, head over to Twitter, @Tettemer9 or Florence_Jackals. They've reposted as well. Chime in. You can comment in the comment section of that tweet, and I'll be able to see your guess. I'll shout you out of the broadcast. If you're listening to our YouTube stream, comment there, and I'll be able to shout that answer out as well. Let's get to the question. Jack Speller had asked for the easy one. He wanted to get it right. I think of the ones I had listed, this is probably the easiest one that I could get. 1-2 misses. 2-2. Question today for the Tettemer Trivia. Who led Major League Baseball relief pitchers in saves among the 2010s? So again, we're playing that decade game. So all 2010s, 2010 to 2019. Who led Major League Baseball in saves during that time? 2-2 pitch called strike 3 backwards K for Steven Rustich. Second of the day for Ronaldo DePaula. 1 away here to the top half of the third inning. And Jack, you know, you're at a disadvantage here because I had a few written up, but I'm saving them all for Jesse Cook, and I think those are a of the fun ones that we can have home here. So this is, I would say, the easiest. I would expect Jesse to get this as well if he is still tuning in. But I think you guys at home should be able to get this. Who led Major League Baseball in relief pitchers during the 2010s? So obviously you're going to want to think of someone who put a long time from 2010 to 2019. Probably had a lot of success for winning teams. Zade Richardson gets this one out towards center field. Taylor's calling it off early with room in front of the track. He's under it. 2-0. Wind still howling here at Hinchcliffe Stadium. Brings up at Johnson. Single that scored it last time around. Papers flying everywhere here in New Jersey. That wind had knocked down the water bottle I was using as a kind of like a paperweight. First pitch to Johnson, fouls it away. I've literally lost a sheet of paper. The wind blew it so far, I have no idea where it is. Good thing it was there at Gales. Oh, misses downstairs, 1-1. Who led Major League Baseball relief pitchers in save among the 2010s? Again, you guys can chime in. Feel free to head on over to Twitter, R9, get your answers in on the Tettemer Trivia, or on our YouTube audio stream. 1-1, miss outside, 2-1. Already got some guests rolling in. Yeah, so it is 2010s. It is 2010 to 2019. 2-1. Big swing and a miss at the top of the zone. 2-2. Got some guesses already. A lot of good people to choose from. Jack had immediately said Mariano Rivera. Then realized it was 2010 to 2019, not 2001 and on. Here comes the 2-2. Misses outside, full count. This one is for Jack Spelter to get. Always brought to you by the Rory Agency. Jack Spelter, I've said this name a lot on the broadcast today. If you don't know, he's the box office manager for the Florence. That one sent Albert right field. In comes Scipion. He's under it, in the gap. Good piece there for Johnson, but hung up for enough for Scipion to get it. Y'all's bring across one on a solo shot from TJ Reeves to lead off the top half of the third. Get those guesses in for Tettemer Trivia. We'll have the answer on your turn here on Y'all's Baseball Network. Y'all's up 4-2. Bottom of the third, he's got a 4-2 lead. He's retired his last 5, including a 1-2 frame in the bottom of the second inning. He's facing the top of the order, Taylor Gomez. First pitch towards right field play. Runs that score for Brazil. Taylor and Rio, 1-2 batters, due off of this inning. A lead-off double from Taylor last time around. 1 misses by Ayers, ends on the backstop. We are by Tettemer Trivia. We've got a lot of that here. So we're head over to Tettemer 9 or 4 to see the question. It's who led Major League Baseball relief pitchers in saves among the 2010s? Have had a lot of good guesses. That one misses downstairs, 2-1. I get 3 to the guess. I'll give you guys the answer with 2 out. So if you haven't got it yet, head over to Twitter or YouTube audio stream. Comment in the comment section. Either one of those, I'll be able to see what you guys are saying. Working from the stretch of the pitch. And there he goes down. Lead on her. Blakely has advanced past 4 innings and he's here third. Trying to end up. Hilo Rijo steps to the first. You can get a double play, but Taylor's got weeds. Got it 10-0. After Reeves. Start off with Richie Giuliano. Actually, we'll start with the Eagle. Just combined. This is a very good one. Lee Jansen played Braves, Rams as well, Dodgers. You know, a lot of good teams, which is what I was saying. You know, look for good teams. A guy that's played 2010 to 2019. Jansen. I don't know where he's at right now. Is he still with the Red Sox? 1-0. Misses inside. 2-0. He says Kelly Jansen. We had Francisco Rodriguez. I think my brother Ryan Tettemer. Francisco Rodriguez. Roldis Chapman, another good one that's played throughout the entire deck. That was in there for a strike, 2-1. Roldis Chapman. That came from Karen Duff. Karen Duff first gets here on Tettemer Trivia. 2-1. Now wait, 2. We just had Trisha Hudson chime in. She said Craig Kimbrell. Benedict option 1. That what Dad said Craig Kimbrell. I guess that'll do my dad's guess. Also Craig Kimbrell. So 3 Craig Kimbrell, 1 Roldis Chapman, 1 for Scott, 1 Jansen. We guys Craig Kimbrell, Craig Kimbrell, and Jack Spelder, who the question is for, is Craig Kimbrell. So a lot for Kimbrell, and then 1 apiece for Jansen, Chapman, and K-Rod. 2-2 count, nobody runner on first. Great roll lead here. Take off, hit batter, doesn't matter. Like, if you pick off at that moment, would have easily had Trent Taylor, who was way off the bag and hadn't started running yet, but was just extending his lead. Gotta have the communication. You feel either way, it leads to a hit by pitch. Lead off runners aboard, nobody runner on first and second. Is it Miguel? Loving the action here on the Tettemer. Yes, all right. First, Miguel goes out of the way, 0-1. If you're still trying to chime in, it's a chance. Head over to Twitter, Tettemer 9. Takes a look at second, off a 10-0 going. Dowers on first and second. Still don't feed it. You hit runner stay off double steal. Throws down to third. Not in time. A double steal, which we've seen several times already this series. Runners on second and third. No outs. Nightmare scenario for Blake Lubier, whose struggles continue. Trent Taylor is the guy who deals. I don't know why we keep trying to get that lead run. I would go for Rio. Easily got less in the tank. And Trent Taylor, who's had his way with the Florence team. It's the second time he stole third already this game. Florence has had 3 people steal third this season. Second time he's done it today. Just to put that in perspective. That one's fouled down the line, too. They'll move on. That's Taylor being a speeder. Here comes the 1-2. Swinging him on the zone. 4th strikeout for Blake Lubier. Away runners on second and third. Here in the temple, Lubier got first strike swinging. Sophie wasn't chimed in. She said, I wanted to make it clear that that was my answer for trivia, not Jack's. So Sophie Wilson had Craig Kimbrell. And Jack just piggybacking off of it, I don't know. But that is good enough. So big swing here for George Scott. With 1 away, I'll read the answer with 2 outs. There's not a double play ball in effect, but we've got answers for the 3 of the top 5. Kimbrell, Jansen, and Chapman. So the 1 K-Rod is incorrect, that my brother. And you guys' numbers 4 bits. Jonathan Papel, 5 with 15, Rodney, 57. Those were good guesses. You guys were thinking of. Grounded over first base. Hustler thinks about the throw up the killer. Ends up getting first. 2 away now. Comes in for 3. Florence leads. Move third. Free hit on the put out. Jordan Sappings over Tippy minutes of all game. Jimmy Gold chimed in. A few for Chapman, a few for Craig Kimbrell. A lot for Craig Kimbrell. For Chapman, and then 1 Henley Jansen, 1 for K, which I already told you is incorrect. We got a lot of action, which is great. I absolutely love the interaction. Here going up. Misses at the top of the zone, in at the head. You have Arbor down, struck out his loud. With 2 away, I can actually read the answer. I hope Snitch is in there. So I'll go up the order. Patton and Rodney, that's 4 and 5. At 3, if that's a Roldis Chapman, you're incorrect. 273 for a Roldis Chapman. Finished third the 2010s. At 2 was Kennedy Jansen with 301. That means your answer is Craig Kimbrell with a whopping 346, 45 more than the second best. 4-pitch for Pion. Runners corners away. Third allowed by Luby, who struggled behind the zone. Also got hit by a pitch. Zane Bloom chimed in. He said Kimbrell Jansen. I watching this tab trivia. I absolutely love it. Takes off. Throws a pump third. He's got down with it. 1-0 runners on second and third. Single to take the lead for New Jersey. Full base Arbor. They try at it. That might be the most interacted Tettemer we've had. This one sent towards right field. TJ Reeves up in the inning. Florence will take a 4-3 lead for the 4th. Lubier escape trouble. Shan runners in position. Also 4-3 on Reback here on the All Network. Thank you again to appreciate the action there. That's awesome. Top of the fourth here at Hinchcliffe Stadium. Y'alls and the Jackals going at Y'alls on top 4-3 as we enter the fourth inning. Wind absolutely howling. Let's go on. Start off with let's brought by Edgewood Electric. Beginning Edgewood dedicated to lead electrical data and telephone industries. Reach out at edgewoodusa.com. 0-1 counts Alberti Chavez. It's Chavez top. Chavez, Sabin, Massey up in the inning. No one misses at the top of the zone. There's so much action on Tettemer trivia there. We get 12 guesses. I think that's a season high for interactions on Tettemer trivia. That is amazing. 12 guesses. Appreciate all you guys doing that. And a lot of people getting it right. Craig Kimbrough, your correct answer for the Tettemer trivia. 1-2 to Chavez. 0 for 1 on that. 1-2 pitch. Misses outside. DePaula's still out there for New Jersey. I'm interested to see how long they ride him, but I'm also interested to see how long they ride Blake Lubier, who's clearly struggled in the game, but has been able to escape with just 3 runs. That one's grounded over the shortstop, Roland. Flips it over to first in time. Another 6-3 put out of Alberti Chavez. Both these pitchers had their struggles. Only 1 hit allowed by Blake Lubier, but a lot of free bags and some wild inconsistency. I don't know if he'll be able to get to the 5th, or if Chad will even allow him to get there. Skipper Chad Rhodes. Blazo Sabin reached both times. He's 1 fun 2-run score. Reached his first time hit by pitch. Stolen bases as well. 1-0 count. And then Blazo Sabin has 4 swiped bags in this series. One's grounded. Left side. Backhand stop from Roland. Throw first. Beats him by a hair. Another 6-3 put out 2 away. Brings up Craig Massey 1 for 2. The thing about this wind right now is cooling off my mech. My mech was overheating. Had that fan go on for the longest amount of time in the sun. This mech has been with me since 2015, I believe, my freshman year of high school. Last 9 years. Actually, in August, I'm sure it will be 10 years. 2015 or 2014, I can't remember. 0-1 down to Massey. Misses stairs. 1-1 to the Angels winner. Y'all up for 3. That one's fouled back. 1-2. Florence, New Jersey. This might be the most packed we've seen in this stadium, Hinchcliffe Stadium. Thirsty Thursday, so a discounted beer brings out the still less than 100 fans, I would say, here in Patterson, New Jersey. Swing and a miss, blown by Craig Massey. I'm not sure if it's more than the 1,508 fans we saw here yesterday. An exaggerated number, no doubt. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. The All's up 4-3 here in Old Bay Blackboard. Bottom of the 4th here at Hinchcliffe Stadium. Y'all's up 4-3 over the New Jersey Jackals. Back out for his 4th inning of work, Blake Lubier. Trying to tie a season high if he can get through this. Picked up his 5th strikeout of the evening to end the 3rd. He's gotten a strikeout in every inning so far. 2 in the 1st and 2 in the 3rd. Just 1 in the 2nd. Brings up Jimenez Rosario. 0 for 1 today. It's Rosario, Valentin, Roland. In his 3 innings of work, has seen the exact same batters in the 1st and the 3rd, and now the exact same batters in 2nd and 4th. It was perfect 6 up in the 1st, 6 up in the 3rd, Now there's 3 up here in the second. Hopefully just up 3 down in the fourth as well. That one's fouled away, 2-1. This is the inning that, or the same crew that Blake Loubier went 1-2-3 against the second inning. A couple of ground outs and a strikeout. Oh my! The tent that I'm sitting under literally just came up from the wind and was about to blow away if it wasn't wrapped in. I think being saved by my mud. Because we have Mr. Terwilliger coming over to help us out, which is just phenomenal. It's a foul ball here, 2-2. My goodness. The wind is just howling here. As the tent that is on top of me almost toppled over. It is strapped in the front, but not in the back. They need something to hold down, or it's going to come up again. Literally, the back leg is already up. 2-2 runs upstairs. I guess that was a full count. I missed that during the havoc. My goodness. Does another thing with his ballpark. Almost decapitated by the tent coming over. So leadoff walk to Emmanuel Rosario brings up Xavier Valentine. First pitch is laced out towards center field. That'll drop in for a base hit. Runners on first and second, nobody out. That's the second hit of the ball game. First hit since the leadoff batter of the game. Trent Taylor hit a double. So 2 hit allowed for Loubier, but he still stringed runners out there. And has had a few free bases. My goodness. This tent is just nowhere near safe. Backhand play from Loubier. No one over at third. He throws the first in and out of the glove of Zeisler. Tie ball game. Fuentes and Loubier both went for the ball. Loubier picked it up, looked at third, trying to get the runner there. Again, need better communication. That is going to be an error. An error on the pitcher, Loubier. So he won as the run comes in. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. 4-4 ball game. And just havoc in this. We got a backpack strapping down right now. Pick off a time, nothing going. It's a 1-0 count. My loss for words describing the stadium. Anything but a professional ballpark. That's what you guys could have it as. 1-0. Getting there for a strike. I have a Little League field. Could probably host a professional baseball game better than this one right now. Paper Mill Elementary, shout out to you. Runner takes off the 1-1 pitch, swing and miss, no throw, and a second, a stolen base. Runners on second and third. Ray Jandor, New Jersey, to take the lead. With nobody out. They officially ruled it as an error. Infield gonna have to come in. Blake Loubier has struggled today, like he has in his past 5 starts. He has not been able to get it done for Florence the way they expected. Young prospect out of the Red Sox organization, still just trying to get it all together this season. You gotta give a big shout out to Mr. Terwilliger coming over here. He's been at all 3 games. The minute Ted had blown up, he raced over to try to get it down. No one misses outside. Count. Trent Taylor at the plate, who's already got wheels. If he gets on, there'll be a runner ahead of him, so it's not like he can steal his third base today, but for a double foul. Payoff pitch. Grounded over the third baseman, Fuentes. Foul. Do it again. Good off speed there from Loubier. Misses upstairs. Payoff pitch. Another walk for Blake Loubier. That is his 4th walk of the day. 6th free bat. He's got 2 hit by pitches. Both of them Nilo Rijo, who's now at the plate. Bases loaded, nobody out. There was just a random chant here. Take him out, leave him in, take him out, leave him in, leave him in, take him out. Rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season, duck season. And I don't know how to translate that. Is that from Looney Tunes? Either way, Lubier is still out on the mound, testing their fate, trying to roll the dice on Lubier, get whatever they can out of their starter. Bases loaded, nobody out. 4-4 ball game. Big chance for New Jersey to blow this one wide open. 1-0. Runs inside Nilo Rijo, who at this point, no way he gets hit 3 times. You think this is a standard ball game. He's got to be leaning in at some point because he thought that one was coming in on him. You do not get hit 3 times in a ball game. Does not happen. So Suggs got to be up if he does. 2-0. In there for a strike right down Broadway. 2-1. If I'm Lubier, I'm taking a little bit off. Allow them to beat me. But I'm not going to beat myself. You can walk the wing run in. Or I guess go ahead run at this point. 2-1. Sky down first base line in the right field. DJ Reeves comes in. Tagging from third. Just draws the throw. Everybody else retreats. So just a fly out for the first out of the inning. Fly ball to right. Rhythm Miguel Gomez, the bases loaded. Wind continues to howl here at Hinchcliffe Stadium. I'm being tethered down by a backpack right now on this 10. I do not like my chances of surviving this one. It's a 1-0 count to Miguel Gomez. He's 0 for 2. I guess 0 for 1 with the sacrifice fly. But it's put away 2 times. Bases stay loaded. Corners in. Big swing and miss. The bottom of the zone. 1-1. Swing and a miss on 1-1. Nice speed there from Blake Lubier. Looked like the curveball. Foul ball. Count stays 1-2. Jackals and Jackals 4-4. Here in the bottom of the 4th. 6 hits for Florence, just 2 for New Jersey. Blake Lubier has helped them out a lot with a lot of free bags. One-two pitch into the air towards right field, in and out of the glove of Zeisler. One will come in. Everyone just moves one base. Zeisler probably hit multiple runs there, putting a glove on it. An RBI single from Miguel Gomez. New Jersey takes another lead. They're up 5-4. Bases are loaded. 1 out now for Jordan Scott. Blake Lubier has allowed 5 earned, but 7 free bases. If you count his own error, 8 free bags. Swing and a miss. Bottom of the zone. Richardson looped. Ball is called dead, thankfully. 0-1. Gutierrez got struck by a ball. The ball was not called dead. A run came in to score while he was down and the ball was behind him. Wind is howling at Hinchcliffe. Blowing out towards left field. No need for the Jackals to use the advantage, but hopefully Florence can launch another one down the left field line. The 0-1 bounces the dirt, swallowed up from Richardson. Lubier has to keep it under control. He has not done so all season. One misses upstairs. This is Lubier's last inning. Action in the pen, possibly his last batter if it doesn't go his way. Would love the tailor-made double play, the old ham and eggs if we can get it. From the stretch, 2-1 misses outside. Trying to throw strikes to do so. From the stretch, 3-1, bounces in the dirt. That's away for Richardson, doesn't matter. 5. They hit 6-4. New Jersey leads. Blake Lubier has imploded here in the 4th. 3 runs have come across. They have just 1 hit in the inning. An RBI walk for Jordan Scott. Never good. Bases stay loaded. 1 out for Arbert Scipion. They've now sent 7 to the plate, or 8 to the plate. Bryson Parks will wing on 9th. Richardson's going to go talk to us. Chad Rose is staying them. 9 free bags in the game. He's walked 3 in the inning, including an error by himself. One thing for a team to beat you, it's another one to give it away yourself. Let them hit it. That one's in there for a strike. Sipion today, 0 for 1 with a walk. The 0-1 pitch misses way high. Adrianson snow cones in to keep it. Go to the backstop. Bases loaded, 1 away. 1-1. Off speed, misses high. Trumpet somewhere just playing the in-between music. One's fouled away. 2-2 count. Cam Farrer warming up for Florence. Sipion has been walking around to shake off a foul ball off the leg. One gets away from Richardson. 7-4, New Jersey lead. I don't know how you can sit back and watch what is going on in this inning. It's a 3-2 Caspian. This is Louvet's last batter. Four runs across in this inning. That one's fouled back. Payoff pitch. Misses downstairs. Away from Richardson, but nobody moves. Bases loaded again. 4th walk of the inning for Blake Louvier, and that has to be it. Yep, it is. Out comes Chad Rhodes. Blake Louvier continues to struggle. He'll leave the bases loaded with 1 out as Cam Farrer comes in facing Bryson Parks. Florence down 7-4. We'll be back here on the Baseball Network. here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Bases loaded. Lee's famous tries to be chicken pitting change with a new wing coming to pick of the best ones in the tri-state area. Lee's famous chicken. It's Cam Fair in for Blake Loubier. In there against Bryson Parks. First pitch and fresh. Blake Loubier strands the bases loaded, just 1 out in the inning. He had 4 walks this inning as his struggles on the season continue. He's on tap for all the runners on base. He's already allowed 7. Swing and a miss. Y'all's down 7-4. 7 runs, I believe 6 of them will be earned. As of right now, like I said, his line's unofficial. 0-2 counter from Fair, trying to escape with the minimal damage. From the stretch. Here comes the 0-2. Bounces in the dirt. 1-2. Cam Fair had a few appearances this season. Another one of those guys that was injured to get season, but ended up joining the team. Fair, 8 1/3 innings pitched. 3 runs allowed, 2 walks, 10 strikeouts. Here comes the 1-2. Grabs it over to the third baseman, Brian Fuentes. Only throw to first, bounces it, goes all the way into right field. 1 run already came in, another one getting the score. It's going to be a 2-run error on Brian Fuentes. 9-4. This one has blown out of hand. Florence preparing to be swept by the worst team in the Frontier League. My, oh my. Runners on second and third. 9-4 ball game. And I think it's a little bit say they only have 3 hits and have put up 9 runs. 3 hits, 9 runs. And that's what happened when Blake Loubier with 7 plus 2 hit by pitches. Brings in an error, another error there. We'll get an unofficial line, but now 9 runs have scored. 7 have earned, possibly 6 if they say both of those scored off the error. I think one's already going to come anyway, but the last guy probably scored off the error. Well, sending the air towards right field, shallow right. In comes TJ. He's under it, tagging from third, just drawing the throw. Nothing going. They hit around in the inning. That's a fly out from Emmanuel Rosario. 2 away finally. Brings up Xavier Valentine. Florence has got their work ahead of them. They trail 5. They've been able to come back in the game in both to start the series, but have not been able to put away the Jackals. That pitch is skied up left side into the shallow lefty. Out goes Alberto Chavez, who's under it, and the nightmare is over. 6 runs come across in the inning. New Jersey will finish on top, 9-4. We'll head to the top of the 5th here on Y'all's Baseball Network. Top of the 5th. Y'all's trail 9-4 to New Jersey Jackals. This one slipped away. This one simply just slipped away for Florence. They were up 4-3 entering that inning. 6 runs come across, all against Blake Loubier, who has left the game. Still hasn't matched his season high of 4. As his struggles continue, new pitcher into the game. Number 23, Danny Vasquez, comes on in relief of Reynaldo de Paula. It is just hard to believe what's been going on. First pitch to Brian Fuentes, misses downstairs, 1-0. Fuentes 2 RBIs today, he's 1 for 2. RBI ground out and RBI single. Tall right is Danny Vasquez, 6'2", 195. That one's in there for a strike. That's another Lee's famous recipe for chicken pitching change. Front this guy's down towards center field. Plenty of room for Taylor. Can of corn into the tan leather mitt. One away. Tell you what, a 10-hour trip home is not going to be fun if you end up getting swept. It's not going to be fun regardless, but there's going to be a sour note if you go on with brooms from the worst team in the league, the New Jersey Jackals. If they sweep us, still have the worst record in the league. That's how bad they've been. Now it's outside Hank Zeisler, 1-0. 9-4, Y'all trail. Zeisler 0 for 1 today. A hit by pitch his first time around. That one runs inside 2-0. On miss upstairs 3-0. There is no situation for small ball here for Florence. They're going to have to find a way to rattle off hits and get on base. Currently down 5. 3-0. Misses inside. 4-pitch walk to Zeisler. Up TJ Reeves. 1 for 2. And an ambush home run his last time around. His 13th of the season. Final line for Ray Paul. Florence pitched 5 hit, 4 runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Shockingly, after that stat line, he's still not going to end up a loss here. Fouled away. That's something I just don't understand for Florence. 4 balls in a row. TJ Reeves is free swinging. I think he probably has the green light because he's a starting all-star and one of our best hitters, but I don't know. I feel like if you're down 5, why not just take a pitch? Off attempt, nothing going. Zeisler over at first, and one counts it to Reese. The pitcher on the mound is Danny Vasquez. Vasquez at Miami, Florida. Last played with West Virginia, the NBA athlete. 0-1. Gets away from the catcher on his way to second. Zeisler. 1-1 count with runner in scoring position. You've entered the pen. That's the good part about Florence. You've entered the pen on both sides. You don't go away about Blake Louie in the house anymore. Hitting wise, that one misses outside 2-1. You also don't have to worry about the starting pitcher, yes, but you're also into a weak New Jersey bullpen that you've been able to hit around the past 2 nights. So you get to face the bullpen, and then also you got a pretty strong bullpen for Florence backing you up. Farrer's out on the mound, probably necking as well. He's been stellar for Florence. Should have Ken Kleiman back out there. Benter Wheeler will be available, so you got guys backing you up. You just need to keep this what it is right now. 9 runs for New Jersey. Can't get one. It's time to chip away for Florence. 3-1. This is outside. Another walk here. DJ Reeves back-to-back in the inning. Runners on first and second. 1 away for Steven Hrustic. Not what they scored these runs last inning. They're giving 3 unearned to Loubier. They only gave like 5 down here. 6 scored. My calculations would be correct. I think 3 unearned, 3 earned. Roland reached on an error. He came in to score. And then the last error was an E5 on the Bryson Parks play when Miguel Gomez and Jordan Scott came to score. So those 2 would be unearned. And then Roland would also be unearned. So it should be 6 runs, only 3 of them earned against Loubier, which would put his total at 9 runs allowed at 6 earned. In 3 third innings pitched, 3 hits, 7 walks, plus 2 hit by pitches, 5 strikeouts. We have a long meeting on the mound here, the pitching coach. And it's now just getting broken up. So Hrustic comes to the plate, runners on first and second. 1 away. From the stretch, the first pitch to Hrustic. Skies it out towards left field. High and deep down the line. Daly looks up, and it's out of here. 3-run shot for Steven hitting Hrustic. And just like that, the Y'alls bounce back. 9-7 Jackals lead here in the top of the 5th. If you're a minor league prospect, look out for Steven Hrustic. Entering draft just next week. Would be a prize to any team that's able to pick him up. Brings up Ed Johnson, or Zade Richardson. Then Ed Johnson, with one away, the base is empty. First pitch to Richardson. Misses downstairs. 3-run home run for Steven Harustich. Clears the bases. Brings the Owls right back. Big swing miss. 1-1. That's how you use that wind. Strong enough to knock over the 10, I wonder. But blowing out toward left field, that's how you use it to your advantage. Swinging him at the bottom of the zone there on a half swing from Zade Richardson. Windup, the 1-2. Bounces in the dirt. Goes to 3 off speed against Richardson. Why not? He swung at all 2. Takes that one finally. They're able to get to Danny Vasquez, the bullpen piece here for New Jersey. Florence has been very successful this series against the New Jersey bullpen. That one runs upstairs on a high fastball. Full count to Richardson. 0 for 2 on the day. Strikeout and a fly out to center. Well, that's how you chip away. I was expecting 3 in a row. But you expect Florence to chip back. You kind of just get that feeling. I think it's just going to come down to, are we going to be able to do it enough? They've done it so much in this series. Coming back, can they do enough to get the win? They finally bring it all together, push across those much-needed runs to end up with the lead at the end of the game. Got to get there first. A walk there to Richardson helps bring up Ed Johnson, who's had a flair for dramatic this season. He's got 2 home runs. Both of them were very clutch. Pitch in there for a strike. 1 for 2 on the day. Singled and scored back in the second. Got himself a stolen base as well. One runs inside and plunks at Johnson. Runners on first and second. Now for Alberti Chavez. We have seen plenty of hit-by pitches. 3 for the Florence offense and 2 for the New Jersey offense. Alberti Chavez overdue with 2 groundouts to the shortstop. His crucial momentum-killing double play and also the shortstop. That one's in there for a strike. So his last 3 batted balls, all big rounders to the shortstop. During this road trip, he's had 2 momentum-killing double plays that have turned the tides in this game. 1 sends it out towards right field. Will send Sippy back. He's just going to look at it, bounce off the wall, and it gets away from it. Rounding third, Richardson getting the wave. Johnson, now a stop sign. It's just an RBI double for Alberti Chavez. Y'all continue to climb back. It's a 9-8 Jackals lead here in the 5th. A wave turned into a stop sign for Ed Johnson. Holds him at third. Runners on second and third with 1 away for the top of the order. Blazo Sabin, and I think the night is done for Danny Vasquez. They had action in the bullpen, but this is a quick warm-up for the reliever out there. He's going to come in anyway. A 3rd inning for Vasquez, who has allowed Florence to climb right back. It's a 9-8 ball game as we get another reliever for New Jersey. We'll be right back here on Y'all's Baseball Word. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken pitching games with no income into the game. Pick up the best wings in the Tri-State area. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, always fresh, never frozen. Going into the game is Joe Acosta. He'll relieve Danny Vasquez, who go a 3rd of an inning, allows 2 hits, currently 4 runs. Still out for the runners on second and third. 3 walks, no strikeouts. Acosta out of Vineland, New Jersey. 6'2", 207 pounds out of East Tennessee State. I don't know if you ever played with Ed Johnson, but I know Johnson. I don't say play East Tennessee. No, I think he played at Tennessee Tech, actually. My place there. Mix up the Tennessee schools. Brings up Blazo Sabin. Burning Blazo Sabin, who's reached 2 times today. He's 1 for 2 with a hit by pitch. An RBI single. He's got 2 runs as well. Runners on second and third. 1 away. Infield comes in for New Jersey. First pitch bounces to the dirt. In comes Ed Johnson. No throw to the. It's a tie ball game. 9-9. How about that? A miserable fourth inning for Florence where 6 runs came in. They answer right back in their half of fifth. Tackle on 5 and still threatening. Here in the top of the fifth, now a 9-9 ball game. One away, a runner on third is Chavez, and a 1-0 count to Vernon Blazo-Saban, looking for a second RBI of the day. Doesn't have to do much. Hit a fly ball and you win. Not win, but take a lead. 7 hits for Florence. They have 2 in the inning. That is now 5 earned runs against Vasquez. Vasquez and Acosta we haven't seen this series, but that should be it on players we have not seen. Maybe Dylan Davia as well. But he might be a starting pitcher for all I know. Dazon Cole, who had closed the last 2 games, picked up the win of the walk-off on Wednesday and the save yesterday. He threw 30 pitches on Tuesday and then came in and threw the 9th inning yesterday, so he's definitely done. That one's in there for a strike. 1-1. Runner on third, Chavez. Infield still pulled in for New Jersey. Acosta working from the stretch. 1-1. Drills it up the middle and through for a base hit. Walking in is Alberti Chavez. The Yulls tack on 6 in the fifth and take a 10-9 lead. Second RBI of the day for Blazo-Saban. My, oh my, Florence answers back quickly with a 6th spot of their own. This is a high-scoring ball game. 19 runs between the 2 teams. We're here 2 hours plus in, and we're in the top of the fifth. Still just 1 away. Craig Massey at plate. 1-0 count on him. Vernon Blazo-Saban over at first, straight 2 stolen bases today. That one there for a strike. Unless we get a double play, Yulls will bat around an inning. 1-1. Massey sends it out towards left field, moving towards the line. Daly, he's under it to the teal leather glove. 2 away. Yulls bat around here in the fifth. You're scoring at home. Time to scratch off those numbers at the top of your box. Brings up Brian Fuentes, who led off the inning with a fly out to center field. First pitch runs upstairs. 1-0. Pick off, back attempt over at first base, nothing going. Pitch looked like it missed outside, no call yet. Believe it's 2-0. Hunter takes off, the pitch misses upstairs. Throw down to second, not in time. On his way to third, Vernon Blazo-Saban, he'll be there safely. That's not 2 steals, that should just be 1. But either way, the third swept bag from Blazo-Saban ended up getting 2 bases on it. 2-0 count, 2 away, runner on third. 2-0 misses downstairs. Now it looks like that's a walk for Brian Fuentes. The scoreboard was wrong. So Fuentes gets a walk. Brings up Hank Seisler. He walked and scored his last time around. Runners at the corners. The inning continues for Florence. They've already scored 6 runs and have a 10-9 lead. This game's all over the place, folks. First pitch to Seisler in there for strike. Fouled away. 0-2. It started with a walk from Zeisler. Another walk to Reeves. A 3-run shot from Steven Rustich. Yeah, that was this. It feels like forever ago. Zaidrich and then walked after that. Hit by pitch to Johnson and an RBI double from Alberti Chavez. That ended the night for Danny Vasquez, getting to the 3rd inning. One misses upstairs. Blazo-Saban greeted Acosta after a wild pitch which scored Ed Johnson. Blazo-Saban brought in Alberti Chavez with an RBI single. Stole a base, advanced to third on the attempt down. That one gets all the way to the backstop, bounces back to the cure, but not in time to get Blazo-Saban. Yulls now up 11-9. Make it 7 runs in the inning as Zeisler moves over, or Fuentes moves over to second. A wild pitch there scores Blazo-Saban. You thought... That's what the New Jersey broadcaster go. Jesus Christ. They've been there. 1-2. Ground ball, right side, fielded by the first baseman. Rosario flipped to the covering pitcher in time, and that will end the inning. Y'all's across 7. They take an 11-9 lead as we hit to the bottom of the 5th. Here on Y'all's Baseball Network. Wrap up, folks. We're still going. Right back. Eleven to 9. Florence leads as we head to the bottom of the 5th. About an hour and a half into this one. Back out of mound is Cam Farrer. Here, bottom of the 5th inning. New Jersey will send Roland in the top. Taylor and Rio. 9-1-2 up for New Jersey. I cannot believe that Florence allowed 6 in the bottom of the 4th. They answered back with 7 in the top of the 5th. Take a 2-run lead. They're up 11-9. First pitch in there for a strike. Kevin Rolone. Rolone today, 0 for 2 with runs scored. Reached on an error his last time around. The 1 misses inside, 1-1. Cam Farrer has been great out of the pen from Florence. Recovering from Tommy John surgery, that's what sidelined him at the beginning of the year, put him on the inactive list. He's been with Florence in season test. 1-1. Dice down the left field line. Harustich fields it on his way to second as Rolone. Throw goes there. Looks like a good one, and the runner comes off the bag anyway. An outfield assist from Steven Harustich. A single there, and then out trying to advance to second. Bullet from Harustich. 1 away. I think he would have been out regardless, but he did come off the bag anyway, which made it easy for the third base buyer, Miguel Rivera Cruz. Brings up the top of the order, and Trent Taylor. First pitch to him. In there for a strike. Call time at the plate. Freddie DeJesus just tossed someone from the away dugout. And now it's the coach. New Jersey's coach, also trying to get thrown out, who is aggressive, and they are in each other's faces. This is amazing. He still hasn't been ejected yet. It was a player that was ejected. I never got an official signal for Freddie DeJesus, but isn't this karma in itself? If both guys were ejected, Florence had 2 guys ejected yesterday in the same inning. Now there's a player and a coach ejected. The player is still talking. I don't know who that is. This is amazing. This is an absurd game. I believe that's Kevin Rolone, who was just retired. On the tagged out at second. The coach for New Jersey has been ejected. He was asking for it. Literally asking for it. That is Bert Gonzalez, the field manager. And then I'm waiting to see who else it is from New Jersey. The player. I have not got a number yet. Delays the end for Cam Farrer, who's just trying to throw a little bit. Alberti Chavez. Make it 4 ejections in this ballgame. And the ballgame in the series now. All have come from Freddie DeJesus, who ejected Chad Rhodes and Dave Hebron yesterday in like back-to-back innings in the 7th. He is now ejected to New Jersey players here in the fifth. Oh, man, I can't even see. He's got a big-time bag. 32. Maybe 22. Xavier Valentine. He's still screaming as he walks away down the right field line, pointing his bat. Xavier Valentine wasn't up in the inning. He was the catcher behind the plate, so they'll need a new catcher. But he's been ejected from the game. So I'll wait to see the replacement, I guess, next inning, once they have a new catcher. We resume play here, no one count on Trent Taylor. As the inning's gone out of hand, you might replay that ejection of the field manager from New Jersey over and over. That was intense, screaming in the other faces. I thought it was about to go to blows. That was like that Kramer scene from Seinfeld where he's reenacting his trouble on the golf course. Without rules, there's chaos. When he was actually mimicking baseball, or a baseball manager and a umpire going at it. How about that? 1-2 count to Taylor. Y'all's up 11-9. This is insane. Yesterday's game ended around 30 minutes from now. Check swing to go all the way around. Yes, he did. Another strikeout for Cam Farrer. His first of the outing. 2 away now. Played around 9:30 yesterday. We're 30 minutes from that, and we're in the bottom of the fifth. So if anything's going to make a 10-hour trip back to Florence worse, it's this game being extremely long and just prolonging how long it's going to take actually to get back to Florence. We're looking at 9 a.m. return time. Now it's in there for a strike to Nilo Rio. Two away, bases empty, the 1. That's in there, 1-1. This game is something else. The Y'alls were up 4-3, gave up 6 in the bottom of the 4th. Put them down 9-4. And you're thinking, oh my, here we go again. Y'all's threatening to get swept from the Jackals. But no. 5, they play 7, come out on top 11-9. We go to the top of the 5th. 2 players, or a player and a coach, ejected from New Jersey in a screaming match with Freddie DeJesus, who launched 2 yesterday on the Florence side. He's got a lot of paperwork. 1. Pops in the air in the infield right side. Out goes Alberti Chavez, who's under it. And that will end the inning. A 1-2-3 frame for Cam Farrer as we head to the top of the 6th. This state and baseball history coming up here on Y'all's Baseball Network. Y'all's lead 11-9. Don't go there. Back here in the top of the 6th, brought to you by Tettemer Mechanical. Y'all's up 11-9. TJ Reeves steps up to the plate. Reeves, Harustich, and Richard and do up in the inning. Tettemer Mechanical's team of professionals are skilled in the field of commercial industrial service, maintenance, installation, pipe fitting, plumbing, and project management. They bring us this day in baseball history, which we play across the 6th inning. TJ Reeves skies one out towards right center field. A diving play from Taylor. He can't get there, and it goes into the center field gap. On his way to second is TJ Reeves. He's in there standing with double to lead off the 6th. This game has it all. Second hit of the day for TJ Reeves. He's 2 for 3 with a walk as well, 2 runs scored. Steven Hrustic steps up to the plate, fresh off his 3-run homer last inning in the 5th. Reeves now waits on second. Hrustic skies this one out towards right field. That's going to bounce off the net. Getting the wave around third. Reeves, he's in there easily. An RBI single for Steven Hrustic. 2 pitches in, and the Yalls get a 12-9 lead. Both Reeves and Hrustic only needed to see 1 pitch out of the hand of Joe Acosta, who's still out there. This is amazing. 0-1 count to Zade Richardson. 12-9 Yalls lead. That one misses, goes all the way to the backstop, walking over to second is Steven Hrustic. 1-1 count on Richardson. 0 for 2 today with a walk and run scored. Final line official for Danny Vasquez. A third of an inning pitch, 2 hits, 6 runs, 3 walks, and no strikeouts. That one's grounded up the middle. Nobody can get there. 2 sliding players. A stop at third for first. Hrustic, he comes in to score. The throw goes into second in time to retire Zade Richardson, but he does get an RBI single. The Alls continue to hit. I meant to say there, Hrustic, he got the stop sign at third first, and then once he saw it through, was going into score after that. But an RBI single for Richardson makes it a 13-9 Yalls lead. They now have 10 hits in the ballgame. 3 hit to lead off the inning, but still 1 away. Brings up Ed Johnson. That one runs inside and plunks him. Second hit by pitch for Johnson on the day. He's 1 for 2, 2 hit by pitches. My goodness. This is amazing. The team runs, 10 hits. Jackals 9 runs, 4 hits. Johnson takes off with the first pitch, fouled away from Alberti Chavez. Chavez RBI double his last time around. He's 1 for 3. Florence knows that no lead is safe here, so why not keep backing on? They're up 4. No reason not to pound the Jackals as much as you can. Grounded over the shortstop, flips the second one, relay to first in time. A nice scoop up there from the first baseman, Zario. That ends the inning. Just what the doctor ordered for New Jersey. Florence brings in 2. They increase now 13-9 lead over the Jackals as we head bottom of the 6th. I'll give you that this day in baseball history. One turn. You're on Y'all's Baseball Network. Least famous restaurant pitch change in the game for Kit Farrer is Ross Thompson. Florence will see what they can get out of the reliever who has struggled in his past outings, Ross Thompson. He enters in a 13-9 game, so he's got a 4-run lead to play with. And, you know, I'd like the move from Chad to see what you can get out of Ross. If he ends up struggling, you got to go to. You try and, you know, get some length out of Ross here. Hopefully, you know, this ends up to be a Florence blowout, you got to hope. But still got a lot to do on offense. Currently at 5 runs, and we know that lead is 4 runs. Miguel Gomez skies the first pitch out towards center field. David barely moves a muscle. He's under it. There's one away. We've seen Ross be very successful at times. We've seen him be hit around at times as well. His last few times out have been the latter. 2 2/3 innings pitched back on July 5th. 4 hits, 6 runs, 6 walks, and 2 strikeouts. The last time we saw him, he came back and was dealing with a little bit of arm stiffness, looking at elbow. That one's lined over to Alberti Chavez, who makes the leaping grab. Snow cone at the top of the glove. 2 away on 2 pitches for Ross Thompson. There's your play of the game from Alberti Chavez. My goodness. I don't know if they're going to be able to switch cameras quick enough to see that. Hopefully they have a good angle, because that'll be a top 10 play tomorrow. 2 away brings up Albert Scipion. That one's in there for a strike. Scipion today 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Haven't seen Alberti Chavez go airborne like that all season. 0-1 in there, but call the ball. Nice off speed from Ross Thompson. 1-1. That one's skied out towards right field. Sends Blazos in and Reeves back. Reeves is at the track, and it's out of here. Into the Little League short perch in right field at the football field. The first home run we've seen to the right side is for Albert Scipion. His second home run of the series. Makes this a 13-10 ball game. Ross Thompson has allowed those home runs for Florence pitching this year. A lot of them against Schaumburg. A lot of teams have also gotten to him as well. The race for those home runs allowed isn't even close. Ross Thompson dominates, now with his 9th on the season. Brings up Bryson Parks. First pitch misses inside. That one's grounded over to the right side. Covering at first is Ross Thompson. A beautiful 3-1 PFP. Pitchers are athletes too. Ross Thompson was moving over there. So the one blemish, a solo shot into right field. Other than that, pretty quiet hitting for Ross Thompson. Jackals scratch across 1. Y'all's carry a 13-10 lead into the top of the 7th here on Y'all's Baseball Network. Top of the 7th here at Hinchcliffe Stadium. New pitcher on the mound for New Jersey. It's Ryan Velasquez. First time we've seen him in this game. He comes in for Joe Acosta, an inning and 2/3 pitched, 4 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, no strikeouts. Velasquez might have been the pitcher back on game 1 that Florence was able to score a bunch of their runs against. Check back on that. That would be the game that Florence came back, but could not. I guess it was Ryan Velasquez in a 1/3 of an inning, but allowed 4 runs on 4 hits at Florence. So they've seen him already this series. Hopefully they can continue to tack on. Need a lot of runs here at Hinchcliffe Stadium. As you can see, no lead is safe. Y'all's and the Jackals, 13-10, Y'all's lead. First pitch to Blazos Sabin. Grounds it. Fielded on the backhand by Miguel Gomez. He bobbles it. Blazos Sabin over end first safely. Believe that should be an error on Gomez. Would have been a tough play to get Vernon Blazo saved. Should be an E5. They are ruling it in there. E5 for Blazo Sabin here, who is on first. Has 3 stolen bases today. Pickoff attempt. Nothing going. No Florence players even have 3 stolen bases. Let's see if we can make it 4. One game would be amazing. Just trying to take stranglehold on that. Stolen base lead. He takes off the first pitch. It misses upstairs. Throw down. Not in time. Another swiped bag for Blazo Sabin. His 4th of the day. Jackals just can't catch him. Most in a game by Florence this season. Not even close. That one's in there for a strike to Massey. It's a 1-1 count. Massey today 1 for 4. Singled back in the first inning. He's ground out to short, fly out to left, and struck out swinging. Nobody out. Blazo Sabin over on second. At the one hopper over to the third baseman Gomez. On the throw, Sabin takes off third. He's in there safely. He retired 5-3 in the putout. He does move runner over to third. Brian Fuentes, 1 away and a runner 90 feet away. Fuentes today has been very good. 1 for 3, 2 RBIs and a walk as well. Has not come around to score. Him and Massey are the only 2 players from Florence that haven't scored today. Everybody has been on base. But those 2 are the only ones that haven't scored. Infield comes in. First pitch to him, in there for a strike. This is outside 1-1. Been meaning to talk about this baseball history. This time we played July 11th across all of MLB history. Give you guys the top things that happened this date. The first one, back in 1914 on July 11th, Babe Ruth breaks in with Boston, pitching 4-3 win over Cleveland. In his first major league at-bat, Ruth struck out. Spent most of the year in the International League at Providence. But on this date in July 14th, Babe Ruth broke in with Boston. How about that? And obviously went on to have one of the best careers. But some are the GOAT of baseball. 1-2 to Brian Fuentes. Skies it out towards right center field. Taylor going that way, and he's able to make the grab in the gap. Definitely long enough for a sacrifice fly. In comes Blazo Sabin. It's a 14-10 y'all's lead. Sack fly, but a good piece there from Brian Fuentes. That'll be an unearned run against Ryan Velasquez as Blazo Sabin reached on air. Brings up Zeisler, 0 for 2 today, hit by pitch and a walk. He scored a run back in the 5th inning. Grounded out to first his last time around. Call time, looking for Taylor to get back towards center field. Some more action in the Florence pen. Benter Wilger warming up for Florence. That's shocking. I feel like he skated across with Ross unless he's hurting. Like I said, Ross was dealing with some elbow soreness before. Might take him out if he's hurting. But I'm shocked to see Benter Wilger up. That's the usual closer for Florence. Interesting. 1-1 count on Zeisler. Base is empty, 2 away. 1-1 is outside. Runs already come across. Florence is up 14-10. Go to July 11th, 1961. Strong winds dominate the first All-Star game of 1961. That was back when they played 2 All-Star games in one season. Swinging and missed at the bottom of the zone. 2-2 count to Zeisler. Strong winds dominated the game. A capacity crowd sees pitcher Stu Miller blown off the mound in the 9th inning at Candlestick Park. A buck was called and enabled the American League to forge a 3-3 tie before losing 5-4 in extras. So imagine that. Your pitcher's on the mound, gets blown over by wind. That one runs inside and plus Hank Zeisler. Second time getting hit today, again at leg. He's just got to run it out down the right field line. Keeping it warm over there. He leads the team in hit by pitch. It's not even close. It's 12th on the season. Just a ball magnet over the plate. Brings up TJ Reeves. He's got 3 runs, including a home run and a double. Triple and a single shy of the cycle. He's walked as well. 2-3 with that walk. First to him, swinging freely, 0-1. But imagine that your pitcher's on the mound, gets blown off by wind. A balk is called, and your team ties it in the 9th. to take to extras, and you end up losing anyway, but how about that? Swinging us at the bottom of the zone. Let's go to 1985, July 1985. Nolan Ryan became the first pitcher to record 4,000 strikeouts, fanning Danny Heap in the 6th inning of Houston's 4-3 win over the Mets. Ryan finished the last strikeouts in 7 innings, but got the no decision. On this date, he got number 4,000, July 11th, 1985. And we'll do one more. 1989. Get this one, Bo Jackson. Obviously famous for playing both football and basketball, one of the athletes of all time. Swing and a miss there. Reeves down strikes, and that ends the inning. Either way, Bo Jackson, Wade Boggs lead off into the first inning with back-to-back home runs to spark the American League 5-3 win the All-Star game. Jackson earned MVP honors. Jackson, All-Star game MVP, also one of the best football players to play the sport. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th, stretch time here at Stadium. Y'all's 14-10 in Y'all's Baseball Network. Bottom of the 7th, stretch time at Hinchcliffe Stadium. Brought to you by Beacon Orthopedics. This is one of the largest and fastest growing orthopedic practices in the Cincinnati area. It's no wonder they're the official healthcare provider of the Florence Y'alls. Florence taking on New Jersey, finale of 3-game series here in Jersey before a 10-hour track. Florence, they open up a 3-game series against Washington. Brings up Emmanuel Rosario, as well as Kevin Olan, and we'll see who replaces Xavier Valentin. First pitch runs upstairs and hits Freddie DeJesus. DeJesus was about to bring in the umpire crew. I don't know if DeJesus is thinking that Terwilliger had thrown it up on purpose. DeJesus had ejected Terwilliger. I forgot about that. There's been 5 ejections in this ball game. Not in this ball game, in this series. But it was actually Evan Kerr who ejected Terwilliger. I don't know if DeJesus is thinking that they hit him on purpose, which they obviously didn't. Long conference. Keeping him out there. I don't know what that was about. If that was just giving him a breather. It don't look like it hit him that hard. Look back there at a 1-0 count to Emmanuel Rosario. Looks like it's number 27. It was Frank Nigro. That is the replacement for Valentin. 2-0 count. Ben Terwilliger can't find it. Two-0 count to Rosario, who's 0 for 2 today with a walk-in score. That one's in there for a strike. Terwilliger was on in the game 1, so the opener here in New Jersey. He got the first out, and what has now been turned to an unearned run was the walk-off. That one's guy down the left field line. Well hit. Harust is going back. They call it a fair ball or a foul ball. Foul ball to base umpire, but Rosario was already on his way to second, thinking it was fair. Called foul. We have confusion again. This is amazing. Multiple players coming out of the dugout, pleading the case there. From my angle, which is limited, it looked like it was foul. They throw Rosario's bat back, though he's still at the plate. One of the assistant coaches for New Jersey's out to talk to the third base umpire. Third base umpire is Miguel Rivera Cruz. This game and this series has certainly just been something to behold. 5 ejections already. If this assistant coach isn't careful, it'll be number 6. The New Jersey Ducks to come out and plead their case. Super unprofessional. You're begging to be lost. And if there's anything that's true about this series, it's unprofessional. The park's unprofessional. The players have been unprofessional. The press box is unprofessional. I almost got decapitated today by my tent that was brought in the sun. They didn't have it batted down. Strong winds here. Almost came back and nailed me in the head. Now a conference between the umpires. I don't know how you're going to overturn a foul ball call with no replay. The third base umpire who has the best view is the one that called it. Especially for a home run. Oh my, they overturn it. Just ridiculous. And out comes Chad Rhodes. And Chad Rhodes is fuming. That is ridiculous. You cannot make an overturned home run call on a league that has 0 review. Absolutely ridiculous. This entire series has been absurd. From top to bottom. I don't know how you made that call. There is no review. You called a foul ball on a home run that you have the best view on. How do you make that decision? Chad Rhodes has already been ejected in this series. He's not ejected here, but this is wild. This entire game is absolutely ridiculous. The entire series ridiculous. Hinchcliffe Stadium, all that, is ridiculous. My, oh my. Nobody out, a solo shot from Rosario. I just can't believe what's going on here. Frank Nigro comes to the plate. 0-1 count on him. This is crazy. We're now past the 3-hour mark here in the bottom of the 7th. And we've seen 25 runs in this ballgame. Now in this upstairs, 2-1. That is just, I don't know what is going on. Round ball up the middle, fielded by Ed Johnson on the backhand. Don't throw to first is in time. What I do know what's going on, Johnson's just going to continue with the leather. Gold glove player all the way around. Gets another one. One away, and the con saying, ball does not lie. Brings up Kevin Malone. That one's fouled straight back into Richardson, and he is down. Gets back up. He just wants to continue the game. I'm right there with you, Zayd. This is unbelievable. I've lost sight on what is going on. 0-1 count. Swing and a miss. Another one off of Zayd Richardson. 0-2. Richardson shaking up again. Malone is 1 for 3 today. This game is unbelievable. 10 fans still in attendance here in New Jersey. I don't know if you can hear their chirps on the broadcast. They're chirping Zayd for getting hit. I don't really understand the point in that. But it's a loud 10. Triller back out of the mound. Richardson back behind the plate. It's no 2 count on Kevin Malone. From the stretch, 0-2, swinging a stop zone. There's 3 strikes past Malone. First strikeout of the day for Terwiller. Terwiller, an all-star for Florence this season. He was called on just a few days ago. He'll head on out quick. Up the back, I should say. Richardson Taylor of the order. Struck out his last time. Swing absolutely goes all around. Again, and it's close. 14-11. Within 7 innings. 7. Just amazing. We've seen 2 ejections, a home run that was awful, overturned to fair, somehow with no replay. I mean, it's Ricky Small. They got his towel on the butt. That's 2. Misses outside. 1-2. I'm still shocked. I mean, I guess you could still tuning in. 3 hours and like 10 minutes into this game. I don't know if the watch party is tuning in. That one's sent out to Phillies. They barely have to move. That will end the inning. So just a solo shot from Rosario, which is going to go down as questionable to say the least, is the only lone flaw against Ben Terwilliger. We'll head to the 8th. Y'all's at 14 left here on Y'all's Baseball Network. Top 8th here at Hinchcliffe Stadium, 14-11, Y'all's lead. Still a very close game for Florence. Would like some more runs. Steven Rich comes to the plate, big swing and miss. Herustich, multi-hit game, 1 for 3, or 2 for 3. 4 RBIs, including a 3-run shot and RBI. I think he's got it on 2 runs as well, plus a walk. 1 grounded through the left side of the infield, a base hit. I get a 3 for 4 for Steven Herustich. Trying to put a cherry on top of his already great start his professional career here in Florence as he looks towards the MLB draft next week. Him and TJ Reeves are the only ones with multiple hits in the outing, but Herustich has 3, Reeves has 2. Brings up Zade Richardson. First pitch was in there for a strike, 0-1. Runner takes off. Herustich on his way to second, ball goes into center field. Trent Taylor didn't even move. I think it's stolen base there from Herustich. I mean, I shouldn't call that an error. Ball did go into center field. They probably had Herustich out. The pitcher, Ryan Velasquez, did step off. 1 misses downstairs. You don't see Herustich steal a lot at all. Might be his 2nd of the season. No, that's his 1st of the season. So he gets a stolen base there. This is easily the most amount of stolen bases Florence had in all game. Now 6. 1 misses downstairs. 4 from Blaze O'Saban, 1 from Ed Johnson, and now 1 from Steven Herustich. Step off. Asks to talk to his catcher. It's a 2-1 count to Richardson. Runner on second, Steven Herustich. This game is slow. Back out there is Zade Richardson. 2-1 count on Herustich on second. From the stretch, the 2-1 pitch, X-swing, goes the way around. 2-2. Richardson today, 1 for 3 with a walk and unscored. This game has seen a 2-2 pitch. Misses at the top of the zone. Florence and the Jackals just trying to end this 3-game series. It's a 14-11 game. It's still close. It's just been a roller coaster. Richardson sends that one out towards right field, drops in for a base, getting the wave around third. Herustich. It's a bullet to the plate. And the ball in and out of the glove of Nigro. Throw goes down to second. Not in time. Richardson in there safely. It's an RBI single for him. His 2nd of the ball game. That one would have easily been out for Herustich, but it's in and out glove of Nigro. 15-11. I'm going to need to confirm on Yeah, they only have 14-11 there. The ball was not glove of the catcher. They have not put that run up yet on the scoreboard. That one's foul straight back. Richardson advanced to second on the throw. Should be 15-11 Florence. There you go. Now it's confirmed. 15-11. On misses at the top of the zone. Another RBI single for Richardson. He's on second. He's got 2 hits today. He joins the multi-hit club. Reeves, Austin Richardson. That's a murderer's row right there. Plus, it's Eisler and Fuentes at front. Y'alls are stacked. It's so shocking to see this hitting falter through games 1 and 2. Although they didn't really falter. They technically out-hit the Jackals. Just didn't put up their usual numbers offensively. The 2-1 count at Johnson. Some action in the New Jersey pen. 2-1 pitch. Johnson ripped it through the left side of the infield. Trickles in for a base hit. Richardson advances to third. Single for N. Johnson. He joins the multi-hit club. Now Reeves to Richardson. All with multiple hits today. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. Alberti Chavez. Chavez had an RBI double back in the 5th. He's 1 for 4 today with 3 ground outs to shortstop, one of them being a 6-4-3 double play. That one's fouled back. I can't believe this entire game. It's just been amazing. Really has. That's all I can say about it. It's just been amazing. Swinging us there to Alberti Chavez. He's down 0-2. Previous total of most stolen bases in a game was 5 from Florence. They now have 6, so that's a season high. 4 of them coming from Blazo Sabin. That's also a season high in a single game. Johnson, who's second in stolen bases, is over at first with an 0-2 count, nobody out. Wouldn't be shocked to see him go. Blazo Sabin awaits on deck. Wouldn't that be amazing? Runner takes off. That one's grounded over the third baseman. Miguel Gomez fields it throw to first is the time. Runners on second and third with 1 away. 5-3 on the put out of Alberti Chavez. It's not a stolen base there for Johnson, although I think he would have had it. Brings up Blazo Sabin. Led off last inning. Reached on E5. Blazo Sabin multiple. Didn't see that at the top. So Sabin, 2 for 4 with a hit by pitch. First time marked out RBI walk. No, he's got 2 RBI singles. He scored 4 times as well. So now you're kind of counting who doesn't have a multiple hit game. That'd be Chavez, Zeisler, Fuentes, and Massey. More people than not have multiple hits in this game. How about that? A 1-0 count Blaze. Runners on second and third. 1 infield comes in for New Jersey. 1 misses outside. The infield in's a bold decision. It's a 15-11 game. I get trying to keep it close. But if you thought you had a chance of this game, there's so many other things you probably should have done. 2-0. Sabin rips it into right field, drop it for a base hit. Getting the stop sign around third is Ed Johnson. That's a good idea because it was a bullet home plate. An RBI single for Blazo Sabin. He joins the 3-hit club with Steven Hrustich. Now a 16-11 Florence Y'alls lead. The train keeps going. Blazo Sabin, 3 for 5 with 4 runs scored and a hit by pitch as well. Meeting on mound between the pitching coach, who I think taken over as the manager, with the field manager for New Jersey already been taken, ejected out of this game. Right now chatting with Ryan Velasquez. Whoever's one of the pen has been ready and is probably hot. So you await the decision. This is just stalling. What do they know? That the guy in the pen hasn't thrown a pitch since they gone out there. They're not going to take him out. Big Massey at the plate. 1 for 5. Grounded out to third his last time around. Runners at the corners. 1 away. First pitch to Massey. Foul straight back. 0-1. Blazo Sabin already 4 stolen bases today. He's got an empty bag second. That one's fouled back again. Another one right over here. A 2 to Massey. kid basing those balls. Hopefully you guys can hear the obscenities from that young man. Far too young to be saying those words. Golf attempt over at first, nothing done. 0-2 count. To Craig Massey. O'Saban on first. Johnson on third. A lot of wheels on the base paths. Let's see O'Saban get number 5. 0-2. Grounder over to the shortstop. Taking himself one. Throw on to first. Not in time. A run does come in to score. Craig Massey beats it out. Should just go down as the fielder's choice. Don't think they'll mark an error on that because they can't assume the double play. So it is just the fielder's choice. Blaze O'Saban was retired. It'll go down as 6 unassisted. Massey reached RBI. Third run in the inning, now 17-11 Florence. Bring up Brian Fuentes. Fuentes and Massey, the only 2 Florence players that haven't scored today. 2 of the only ones without multiple hits. Grounds it over to the shortstop. Goes the easy way over to second and the inning. Y'all's tack on 3. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th. They carry a 17-11 lead here on Y'all Baseball Network. Terwilliger back out there for the bottom of the 8th. Nilo Rijo, the number 2 hole hitter for New Jersey, will start off the inning. He's over 2 hit by pitches. First pitch, home runs inside. 1-0 count. The lone blush on Terwilliger's night is the solo shot from Emmanuel Rosario, which was at first ruled a foul ball. It was brought back as a home run, something you have never seen in your lifetime in a league with no replay. And Ben Terwilliger's tossed again. Ben Terwilliger has been tossed for the 2nd time in the series. Freddie DeJesus has tossed 3 in this game, 2 yesterday, and Terwilliger was tossed in game 1 by Evan Kerr. Kent Kleiman was already warming up. It looks like he's going to be the pitcher to come in, but Terwilliger has been tossed. Chad Rhodes just going to make the change. This is amazing. The amazing series continues. Now the 3rd ejected today. Ben Terwilliger heated. I think this also stems from his past frustrations in game 1. It wasn't DeJesus, but it was DeJesus who had a partial say in overturning a solo shot that was a foul ball, initially called a foul ball, and was overturned into a home run against Terwilliger. So it's going to be a new pitcher. Terwilliger was arguing the fact that the ball was right down the plate. Freddie DeJesus didn't like it. Didn't give him a warning, give him anything. So it's a 2-0 count to Nilo Rijo. I guess that's kind of just Kent Kleiman starting the inning. But it's really not. He's going to face the first batter. I think it goes against Terwilliger. Ken Kliman's our least famous recipe chicken change. I don't know what else to say about this game. This has got to be the wildest game I've ever witnessed in my broadcasting career. It's had it all, including 28 runs total by both teams. This is pure chaos. I mentioned it before, but Kramer says, without rules, there's chaos. It simply is amazing. 3 ejections in this game, 2 in Game 2, and 1 in Game 1. 6 ejection in the series from both sides. Amazing. Amazing. 3-0 count to Elo Rijo. Go pitch in there for a strike, 3-1. I am at a loss of words. Three-one in there for a strike. Full count. Ken Kliman trying to come back. Ken Kliman probably has to go the final 2 innings here. Payoff pitch misses upstairs, but a good spot from Ken Kliman. I don't think that walk goes towards him. However, when I entered, with a count already mid-plate appearance, I did get the walk. And that was a fun story. It was my senior year at Emerson, where we were in Arizona, and the Lions were red hot. We were 3-0 entering Buena Vista, who had just taken out the ranked Aurora. Runner take off the first pitch. Throw goes down to second, way high, sent in towards center field. Stolen back for Elo Rijo. So the way we were up, I think like 10-6, possibly against Buena Vista. So it was something ridiculous, maybe like 7-3, something weird. And at first, I was going to be closer to enter the game, but we were up 7-6. I didn't get the call initially, and I just continued to throw. Either way, the guy that went up there couldn't get anyone out. Loaded the bases, and I wasn't told to continue to throw. Runner go again. That's defensive indifference. No one even covered third. So Elo Rijo over on defense indifference. 2-0, fouled away. One count. Miguel Gomez, who apparently is a switch hitter. It's the first time we've seen him against a lefty. Is in the righty's batter's box. Grounds this one through the left side of the infield for a base hit, an RBI single from Miguel Gomez. Your guess is as good as mine as to who that run will count against, Kliman or Terwilliger. I don't really know. Brings up Jordan Scott. That's like a situation you don't see. Some leaving mid at bat from an ejection. That guy reaches on a walk from the other pitcher. I don't know who they'll have to give that to. It's just whoever's charged with that runner at first. Brings up Jordan Scott. First pitch missed up high. It's 1-0. I hope it's not against Ken Kliman, because Ken Kliman has like 13 inning scoreless streak. Grounded over to short. Flips the second one. The rebound to first in time. The old ham eggs. The tail-made double play. Just what the doctor ordered for Florence. 6-4-3 on the putout. Wipes aces clean, 2 away. Now for Albert Sibion. That's what you like to see. 5-on-1 under things you like to see. Brings up Albert Sibion. Sibion's 1 for 2 today. Home run his last time around, 2 walks as well. First pitch to him. Fires it in there, fouled away. Looks like a bullet come out of the hand of Ken Kliman. We are an hour and a half into this ball, or not an hour and a half, 3.5 hours into this ball game. 30 minutes away from this being a 4-hour ball game. Meanwhile, Florence has a 10-hour trip looming over their heads, immediately falling. That one misses downstairs. 1-1. During this 10-hour trip, I'll finish a college story in a second. During this 10-hour trip, Florence will have to switch buses like 5 a.m. once they get back to, I believe Washington, where the bus was under maintenance. We had to switch buses in Washington. That one in there for a strike. Either way, in that game where I entered with the count already going, I had entered with a runner on first and third against Buena Vista, and I fire a strike, and then I fire a ball, and I look at the box score, or I look at the scoreboard. That one misses. 2-2. I look at the scoreboard, and it says 3-1, and I'm like, what? I had to do a double take because I didn't know there was a 2-0 count immediately in the game. So I look at it, 3-1. I believe I walked the guy because, I mean, that's impossible to come back from. 2-0, and just like Lyman did, he ended up walking him as well. Suffice to say, I'll pat my own back. I got out of the jam. Emerson moved on 4-0, and I grittied off the field. It was put up on Twitter by Steven Skosh, the big cat. That one missed outside. Steven Skosh, big time in the college baseball world. Got me like 26,000 views on Twitter for grittying. Who would have thought? Payoff pitch. This is upstairs. We'll continue. The walk here to Arbor Scipion brings up Bryson Parks. Runner on first, takes off for second. Pitches in there for a strike. Should be another defensive indifference, although Ed Johnson was chasing. So another soul instead of allowing them to run. It's a 17-12 ball game. Here we go. 1-0. Popped away foul. One pitch. Bounces in the dirt. 2-1. Two-away, runner on second. To answer Jack's question, I have Tylenol PM. Just saying, hope you have Nick Will on the bus. I do have Tylenol PM, but that bus is not comfy. Inside and plunks Parks, a hit by pitch. For the minimal fans that New Jersey has, this is a Thursday night, 10-10, in a 17-12 game that has gone on closer to 4 hours. They've stayed. They're still here. And I'm honestly shocked. I think the Florence faithful still stay, but this is just a wild, wild game. And I'm shocked they're still here. Just because, I mean, they've had minimal fans all series. First pitch is downstairs. This is still a ball game. It's 17-12. They're only down 5 runs. We've seen 7 and a 6-run inning from both sides. Runners both take off. That one's sent in the air towards center field. It's bringing a run. Fielded by Blazo Saban. An RBI single makes it 17-13 with runners at the corners. Ken Kleiman hasn't been attempted to pick off. I don't know if they're just allowing them to free steal. I mean, there's defense indifference, yes, but Ed Johnson's covering the bag on some of these. This is amazing. I don't know if Ken Kleiman is not worrying about them because it's not the game yet, but a 3-run homer makes this a 1-run ball game right now. This is not done, folks. 17-13, 15 hits for Florence, 8 for New Jersey. 2 errors for both teams. That one's lined down the first base line, but foul. 1-1 count to Frank Nigro. Nigro in for the ejected Valentine. We've seen 3 ejections in the game. 6 in the series. Like 5 of them have come from Freddie DeJesus, who buried himself in paperwork. Freddie DeJesus isn't even a Frontier League umpire. He's a fill-in. That one's foul by. 1-2. Swing and a miss, top of the zone, in and out of the glove of Zaid Richardson. Nigro gives himself up. That won the inning. 2 runs come across for New Jersey. Makes it a 17-13 ball game. Ken Kleiman now with some words for the home plate umpire. We'll head to the top of the 9th. This one is fun. We'll be back here on Jackals Baseball Network. Back here in the top of the 9th, it's a 17-13 Y'all's lead. Hank Zeisler steps up to the plate. Zeisler, no hits today. He's 0 for 2. 2 by pitches and a walk. He scored a run. That one's in there for a strike. I certainly hope you're not tuning in right now. You've missed quite a lot. You've missed quite a lot. Zeisler sends this one out towards left field. Should be a can of corn for Daly, tracking towards the line, and he made the catch. He overran it at first. And able to reach back and make the grab, one away. TJ Reeves up at the plate. Reeves has been solid, 3 runs, including a home run back in the 3rd inning. He's 2 for 4 with a walk. First Reeves grounded over to third base side at the fair ball, fielded by Miguel Gomez. Throw on the first, not time. Reeves joins the 3-hit club and infield single. If he's able to get back around within the inning, he's about shy of the cycle. Run on first, Reeves for Hrustich. Hrustich, part of the 3-hit club. First pitch to him, bounces the dirt, goes to the backstop. Reeves on his way to second. Hrustich is 3 for 4 with a walk. He has a 3-run homer, an RBI single. Singled his last time around. He's also scored 3 times. I think that's your player of the game, him or Blazo Sabin. Blazo Sabin has also